Yo, yo, yo. What is going on out there in the world of the internet? Living in clown world, I think. Looking at all kinds of different things from both sides now, upside down, left and right, every which way but loose. What's going on, LW? How you doing?
How you doing, sir? Another
Yeah,
wild
doing all
day.
right.
Another wild day in the Twitter world, political world. Just
I
another day
mean,
that ends in Y.
I guess Y is the key word. I think it's WHY is
Mm-hmm.
basically
Right. That's what happens a lot of time. I look at Twitter. I just ask myself why.
why. What the hell is going on? I mean, one thing we do have going for us is it is almost college football season, which I think that will take a little bit off of us. You're probably not looking forward to it being an Alabama fan, I would imagine, but it's going to be kind of rough for
Yes,
you guys.
college football is back, and that will be a great addition to all this nonsense. A nice escape. And Alabama, you're the one who's going to be disappointed about Alabama.
You think so? I mean, do you think you're going to rebound back without the God King Nick Saban there anymore?
Well, I mean, it's not like he left the cupboard dry. I mean, there's five stars all over the field. I mean, offensive line is pretty much back. Still, we've got the receivers. The running back room is loaded. The defensive line is back. Linebackers are back. The biggest question mark are the cornerbacks and safeties, but it's not like they're going to be terrible.
Well, I mean, you think there's going to be? Do you think it's going to be the same Alabama that you got a couple years ago or last year, even?
No, it's not going to be. I mean, Saban's mentality. You're going to lose that. But I really, you can ask D4 the day he retired. I talked to D4 on the phone. I was like, I want the Washington coach. So me personally, I got my wish. So I really respect that guy and what he did.
You
I think
think?
he's a really good football coach.
Now that's where our didn't Cam Ward wasn't he playing for Washington last year, or was that Washington State?
The Cougars, yeah, Washington State.
State. Now, do you like Cougars?
Yes, indeed, I do.
Hey, I'm going to say this here. Check your settings on your thing. I think you're coming through your phone or your whatever, not your mic.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So what's up, everybody out there? Let's see, who the hell do we have coming in here already? Jarhead Jimmy. He says Godless sent me, threatened me actually. Cheers.
How about now? Is it better?
Oh my fucking God, so much better. I don't hear this. It all of a sudden came out of nowhere. It was like Jesus Christ, this sounds
So
great.
for some reason, it switched me back to my iPhone. Now everybody missed my good take on Alabama. God dog it.
Well, it's pretty typical. It's probably because you started talking about Alabama, so it switched you over to an old Nokia phone or something like that.
Oh man, I went back to 2002 real quick.
Exactly. Godless, what's going on, brother? Matt Dummett's here. Scott, Controversial Cruising. Man, thanks again, Scott, for coming on there and doing trivia with us the other night. That was freaking awesome. Always appreciate you, Scott. Jay Shipes, Georgia Bulldogs fans. Another person who's going to be, I think Georgia's going to be like, I mean, they're probably going to be an 8-win team this year,
I maybe at 7-8 wins.
7-8 wins.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, probably going to be pretty rough for them Bulldogs this year, I would imagine. Goose Sports. What's up, Goose? Good to see you, brother. Freedom Redbird's in here as well. B Bean, Once Say Lou is in here. Cannabis Education and Entertainment TV. I like it. It's Bruce Gass. What's up, Bruce? Good to see you, brother. Danny Berry Sports Highlights. Derek the Mountain Dog's in here too. He says if you don't vote for Kamala, you better, or you're voting for. Okay, the better. I agree. Joey Foster's in there too. Joey, you're more than welcome to pop up here too. This is just a split second, last minute decision to go live and just see what the hell happens. Joey, yeah, you are welcome to pop up. TK, what's up, TK? Good to see you as well. Let's see. Friction Vixen's in there as well. This must be Alzheimer's.
Got the whole college football crew in here.
I know we got a bunch of college football fans in here. Wait till we start talking about politics and they'll all run away. Big Barney Ross, he probably won't run away. Big Barney Ross, what's up, brother? That was a funny video you put out the other day, Big Barney. I watched that shit. That was funny, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, brother. Good to see everybody in here. LW. So, what do you think with Alabama? Well, what do you think? 10 wins?
Yes, I'm predicting 10-2.
I'd go with that. I think so. You might pull off 11, maybe get 9.
Who knows? It all depends on the progression of the QB position, obviously. But I really like our offensive line, and the running backs are going to be loaded. I think we're
Do
going
you
to run
have
the
a
ball.
quarterback this year?
Yes, we have a quarterback,
Who is that?
Jalen Milroe.
Was that the same guy as last year that kind of sucked?
Yeah, well, he got to the playoffs.
Well, you know, that comes from, I mean, was that Nick Saban or was that the line or the defense or something like that? I don't know. Maybe he'll improve. I ain't got nothing against Alabama.
No, he's just got to get rid of the ball. You know, that's his biggest. He's a kind of a home run hitter on the long ball. There's so many things, like in the what game? It was the Texas game, I think it was. And I watched somebody do a draft preview of Jermaine Burton for his film for the draft, and they pointed out in that Texas game how many times Jermaine Burton was getting open, and he just, I don't know, that underneath stuff and the hitch routes and stuff like that. He just needs to just trust himself and let the ball go. That was the biggest problem last year. Hopefully this, KB is a offensive quarterback coach, so hopefully he can get that stuff worked out.
I mean, do you think there's a little bit of maybe a little bit of arrogance with Alabama fans that flow around every now and then?
Well, it's well deserved, but at the same time, it's not our fault we win all the time.
Yeah, and nobody could have said it better than
Wish
Jeff
you could be
Webster.
as annoying as an Alabama fan.
exactly.
Well, now you
Exactly.
can with Bama Bragg, the new bubble
Can
gum
you
from
hear that?
Tuscaloosa Chew. Open your own pouch of Bama Bragg,
hell's
pack
going
in a wad.
See, there's something funky going on. Something funky. I don't know if people out there can hear that or not. I couldn't hear it either. So I was trying to play the Jeff Webster clip, but for some reason I hear nothing now. What in the hell's going on with StreamYard? StreamYard's hosing us, I think, man.
Yeah, let me know. It keeps flipping my thing to the iPhone from the headset. So let me know if I sound like shit.
No, you sound good now. You do sound good now. I just don't understand why, if I go to play something now, I never hear it playing. And you can't hear it playing either.
Not at all.
Oh, Joey Foster says it was playing. So, all right, well, we'll go on ahead and say and just let everybody know the arrogance of the Alabama
Wish you
fans.
could be as annoying as an Alabama fan. Well, now you can with Bama Bragg, the new bubble gum from Tuscaloosa Chew. Open your own pouch of Bama Bragg, pack in a wad, and in no time you'll be spewing irritating nonsense and aggravating statistics just like the rest of the redneck
Guess
idiots
everybody
that
else
say roll tide when they have nothing else to offer.
Well, to sum
Maybe
it
your
up,
school doesn't have 18 national
we're a bunch of
championships,
arrogant assholes.
but now you can parade around like a stuffy jerk just like
Imagine
the
that.
Crimson Tide.
Imagine that.
Brahma Bag Bubble Gum.
Would never
It's
have thought
delicious.
that. Yeah, I got to figure that out. Why do I not hear
Wish
that?
you could be as
Really
annoying
annoying.
as an Alabama fan. Well, now you can with
Now I
Bama
can.
Bragg, the new bubble gum from Tuscaloosa Chew. Open your
So
own
you can hear it
pouch of
now.
Bama Bragg,
Yes.
pack in a wad, and in no time you'll be spewing irritating nonsense and aggravating statistics just like the rest of the redneck idiots that say roll tide when they have nothing else to offer. Maybe your school doesn't have 18 national championships, but now you can parade around like a jerk just like fans of the Crimson Tide. Brahma Bag Bubble Gum. It's gumpalicious.
Good old Jeff, man. Good old Jeff. Big ups to Jeff up there in the pearly. Well, I guess he's made it past it. No, he's probably still at the pearly gates talking and telling some story. He probably still hasn't made it in.
Yeah, he's still telling the story to the door guy.
Right, exactly. They're still up there arguing about something.
The door
He's
guy's
wait
like,
a minute,
do
I'll plug my phone in.
you want in yet, or are you still gonna go?
All right, they're telling me it's echoing now. See, so if I turn that up to where we can hear it, it echoes. Jesus Christ, I don't know what the hell's going on. I do know what's going on. I do. Hang on, I can fix this. It's that Bluetooth thing.
Yep.
That's what the hell's going on, and it messed it up from the beginning. So sorry about this, guys. We are not professionals here. If anybody wants to be Bluetooth off, turn off.
Bluetooth disconnected.
All right, you hear that? All right, so now if I go back into this, I just want to see if I play something now, everybody out there, I just got to do this test thing. If I play this, is it still echoing?
Today's reflections have been brought
Oh, shit. But we're not going to hear it either.
to you by Super.
We're still hearing. All right, fuck all that nonsense. We're not going down that road anymore. So what's up, everybody else coming in here? We will figure that out on a later date. That is way too much trouble for me to try to figure out right now. We have Tiger Cat coming in, member for 6 months. Tiger Cat, we love you. Jeff made that just for you. Yes, he did, actually. And TK's actually the one that sent that to me. That is awesome. Gutters, shut up. Says I broke StreamYard. Shut up, Gutters. Oh, my God. Nature Boy coming in here as well. Good to see you. Nature Boy, Brasco Rascal. You're in here. Nightbot's popping in here. Crispy Treat. What's up, Crispy Treat? Good to see you. And Dozer's in there too. Fixed it, he says. Coming in loud and clear. Yeah, it's probably, but I still can't hear it here. So it's a big conundrum. We really don't know what to do about it. So we're just not going to play any of those things anymore and not piss me off. So it'll be great. So what do you think about
I was going to ask you real quick. You asked me about Alabama. What about your Hurricanes? You're pretty excited about Cam Ward?
I am excited about Cam Ward, man. That's going to be pretty cool. I think Cam Ward's gonna liven things up. Not that I'm gonna go after 20 years of total disappointment. I am not going to get ahead of myself here and make any outrageous claims, but I do think we are going to show improvement this year. I think it's going to be a lot better off.
Yeah, good talent. He was kind of a one-man show there, so being surrounded by better talent should make him, succeed there. We shall see.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, as long as we improve, I'll be happy. But I'm a Miami fan. I'm not happy unless we go 500-0.
Yeah, as long as Cam overrides the coach and kneels the ball, y'all should be good.
So we should take a knee.
Yeah, hopefully Cam will teach the coaching staff about that strategy.
I wonder if Mario Cristobal got that memo, like to take a knee.
Oh, I swear to God, he's not going to make that mistake again.
You say that, but he made that mistake at Oregon, and he made it again at Miami. So I mean, it could very well happen again, But I think if it happens again, he'll be making it at like Kennesaw State or something.
Right. He's just got to do it one time at each school. So if he does it again, that means he got fired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and he'll be at Kennesaw State or Georgia Southern or something like that. Or he'll be what's that other one where they send all the high risk players to the Florida school? Bethune Cookman. He'll be down there, Bethune Cookman, taking a knee.
But he'll be coaching all the junior college kids with records. Most of them will be Georgia players, apparently, if they keep up with it.
He'll be coaching at the Atlanta, Alto Correctional Facility right out there outside of Athens. Is probably where he'll be before too long.
Coaching's at the Athens Driving School.
Oh, shoot. Too funny. Yeah, Georgia's got some problems on their hands there with the keeping everybody in line. Andy Heinrich, what's up, brother? Crispy Treat. She says it's great to be seen. Yeah, Crispy, good to see you here. That's pretty awesome. Tales Told in the Dark as well. Love your stuff. I've actually got a bunch of catching up to do on your page, and I can't wait. I got a bunch of work to do. I'm going to be watching a bunch. Bone Tired Travelers coming in there as well. Good to see you guys. So what else is going on in this world, LW? Are we on the brink of World War III? Is this about to happen or what?
Looks like it. I mean, Israel's bombing a lot of people, and Iran's talking a lot of smack. I saw, China and Russia are kind of meeting up with Iran. It has all the makings of a solid World War III, perhaps.
Well, I know like the whole world over there is like sitting on, like pins and needles, like waiting to see what Iran's going to do. I mean, do we actually think they're going to do something, or is this just going to be one of those sit around and wait? I kind of expected something to happen tonight. I'm glad it didn't, but I kind of expected something to happen earlier in the evening. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of worried about that.
It's probably to try to, because this region of the world, that's what they live for. They're all about that. Let's make the end of the world happen. So,
yeah, they've kind of been fighting for what 2,000 something years. I think people over there have been fighting.
Right. You just need the leader of the free world in America to try to keep it at bay as best as possible. We used to have that guy, but for 4 years, but it went right back to a drama as soon as he left.
Well, I mean, ice cream cones. I mean, maybe if you gave everybody ice cream all around the world would be a better place. Maybe.
Could be.
Not sure. What's up, Macklin and Mrs. Mac? Good to see you guys. Freedom Redbird in here as well. Wanda E coming in. Good to see you. Status Quo. I'm trying to say Rakes and Funny Farm. Just trying to say hey to everybody as they come in here. James Thompson, Troy Vive. Good to see all you guys. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I was listening to a lot of stuff earlier, and you saw what's her face? I don't know if I can say her name right. Kamala or whatever. She picked a new. Is it Kamala or Kamala? Or,
I don't know. For 4 years, everybody said it the same way. Now all of a sudden, everybody's saying we've been saying it wrong. So I have no idea.
Well, if you say it wrong, you're racist, or something like that is what they're going to tell you. But I mean, I can't help if I can't pronounce something right that everybody's been saying wrong all the time. And if so many people say something wrong so much, and there's so many people say something right so much, and then they tell you that what you didn't say was what you should have said. And I mean, it can be the burden of what is the whole spill, the burdens that can be the burdens. It'll be tomorrow's burdens or be
unburden what has been burdened and unburdened in the past. I don't know. It's like some fucked up fortune cookie.
Does it at least come with the winning lottery number?
Probably not.
God damn it. Oh, so she picked her running mate, I heard.
Yeah. I loved the fact that it was going to be, they got themselves in quite the conundrum.
Oh, yeah, they did.
It was going to be the Jewish guy from Pennsylvania. And then there was because it leaked, then there was a big controversy.
Wait, the Jewish guy leaked?
But, big controversy within their own party. You have a section of their party that's pro-Israel and hates Hamas. Then you have the pro-Hamas wing of the party. And it looks like she got scared.
Yeah, I do like the way they snubbed the Jew guy because, I mean, they basically went, what was his name? Shapiro. I mean, it might as well have been Ben Shapiro. For the longest time, I kept thinking it was Ben Shapiro. And then I realized, wait a minute, they're choosing it's not Ben Shapiro's. And so I got all confused there for a moment. But yeah, they totally just axed that. Do you think,
did you see how he basically apologized for being Jewish?
Yeah, I did. He's like an apologetic Jew. That's different.
Good old identity politics for you. They don't know if they're coming or going.
I mean, somehow or another, these people have made the Jewish people apologize, and that's a goddamn first right there. Somehow out of nowhere, now we have that going on. It must be really difficult to be I don't give a fuck about politics. I mean, I love politics, you know me, but I'm not like choosing sides or anything like that. I'm a pretty down the middle person, but it must really suck so bad to have to adhere to one side or the other so much that you can't even accept anything, you know?
Right. You know, and then just I saw a clip of the comedians for Kamala, and
Oh my God.
Ben Stiller was like, well, you know, I like her because she's black, she's a woman, she's Indian, and she's got all the things. And us Jewish guys, we wish we were black. It's
Yeah,
like,
he
what,
actually
what are
came
you
out and
talking
said-
about?
Yeah, he actually came out and he went full retard. And I thought he even made a movie about that.
Never go full retard.
Right. He went total what was his name? Oh my God, in the movie he
Yeah, I
played
can't remember either.
Simple Jack. He was Simple
Mhm,
Jack. He went
mhm.
full Simple Jack and went out there like from Tropic Thunder and went the whole 9 yards. And then he went out and said, I'm giving $150,000 or something like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh,
Hey,
these
Mrs. Mac, she says Gangster Paradise Trump video is so far my favorite. Love it. Yeah, that was pretty awesome, Mrs. Mac. And much appreciated with the $10 super chat there. Much appreciated. Yeah, we don't even know what we're talking about tonight, but it's gonna get fun. Will you may or may not offend somebody out there? I hope not, though, because it's all jokes. Everything we say is jokes. But thank you, Mrs. Mac.
Hello? Are you muted?
You know, I was listening to this thing earlier, and you know, one of the funniest thing is like no matter what you hear, 90% of what you hear is total BS lies, like coming in from every different angle, regardless of which side of the aisle you're on.
Correct. And there's a section of the right that does it too.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's both sides have their absolute. You know, that's when the whole, you know, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am. I can't stand the absolute nonsense that comes from both sides. So that drives me insane. We do have a guest though coming up here with us. LW, are you ready for this man?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I prefer a woman, but I guess I'll take it. Who is it?
Well, it is the most beautiful fat man on all of the internet. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Duggar?
Dude, I got little Debbie oatmeal cookies. What else a man needs, you know?
There you go.
Good fresh ones, too.
He's coming in hot. Look at this.
That's a stamp of approval from one Nick Saban.
Nah, he roots more for the Texas A&M type of people. You know, he
Hey,
likes some male cheerleaders.
Jimbo is still fired and still getting paid. That's how classy our school is. He was so bad that they paid him to go away.
What a dream job. $17 million a year not to work for the next decade.
I know. How do we get those jobs?
I don't know, man. I can fuck up a football team. Just give me the chance.
I can fuck up a football team, baseball team, tennis, soccer. It don't matter.
You could fuck up a damn, badminton team or chess team or anything like that for $17 million. Hey, Dave's not here, man. Coming in with a $10 super chat. He says,
Way to go, Dave's not here.
come on, Camilla. Oh, okay, so now it's Camilla. Now I'm really confused, Dave. I love the name too, though. I love the Cheech and Chong reference. Dave's not here, man. Love it. Camilla is Obama in disguise. I do believe that. Very much so. And Dave's not here, man. I appreciate the love there and the support, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dave. Much appreciated, my friend. Good to see you here. So what do you think about it, Mr. Duggar? What's your take on all this craziness going on?
You know, the Bible says there's going to be a bunch of craziness for the rapture. I think, you know, I don't know.
Well, I'm Catholic, so I don't have to believe in the rapture, but you know.
Well, you know, Catholics don't count anyway, but you know,
I like it.
they're not really Christians. Come on, man. Really?
Oh, come on.
They're just fucking with you, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Would you talk
They
to
just
Mel?
think
Would
we're
you
like
talk to
Buddhists.
Mel Gibson this way, sir?
Well, yeah, he's gay. Who cares?
Oh Lord.
Not that I have anything against gay people, which I do, but that doesn't matter to anybody else. No, I love gay people, man.
Don't
They're
talk
the
to me
funniest
that way.
bunch of people I ever seen in my life. They are just, you know, you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you, and they definitely don't want no handsome fat man, so I ain't got to worry about nothing. I wish them all a good life.
What's up, Seagull Rocks? Seagull Rocks wants to know if that is a Oilers NFL hat, Mr. Duggar.
That is a real 1970 or early 80 era hat. The real one.
There you go.
The red band and everything.
That's the real deal right there, baby. Real deal.
Mitchell and Moss, baby. So, I mean, it's old school hat. I've got 2 or 3 of them, and I keep a couple I don't wear. This one I just decided to put it. It was in pristine condition. I decided to wear it one day, and so now it's not really worth a whole hell of a lot.
Well, you know, the hat that's worth the most to me is the one that is sitting on my head.
Exactly.
Anybody who's collecting hats that thinks they're gonna like retire off of hats one day, you know, just invest in Dogecoin. I would suggest you invest, and I in no way endorse Dogecoin or in giving out any financial, you know, suggestions. Thank you for the word.
I suggest everybody invest their money into
Hello, Brenders.
Raytheon and Lockheed Martin before this stuff kicks off. Make you some money.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Oh.
Might as well make you a couple coins.
Well, they're supposed to be Ukraine's supposed to be getting their S-16s pretty quick. You know, who's footing the bill for them F-16s, I wonder.
Well, it's probably you. But did you see, okay, one of the beautiful stories, what was the country that we just got? We just found out that we were funding, what the hell's that? The
Taliban in Afghanistan?
Taliban. Yeah, that we've been funding the Taliban. What did we give them? Like maybe you know the story better than I do, LW. Take it away, sir.
Say it's like $289 million.
And we gave it to them because...
Is that cash or is that left armaments?
No,
No.
it's cash. It's like
Cash.
40 million here. It's like it was flown over
Oh,
to
yeah,
some what was it? Escapes my mind.
Well, yeah, the basic beauty of it was they thought that they were giving it to the wrong people, basically. That there was this money that our government was supposed to be like enriching people or doing some enrichment program or something like that. But in the end, it was really just going to the Taliban because nobody was looking. There was no oversight of the money that we were giving
never
away.
is.
Almost
Right.
$300 million we just sent to the Taliban.
So this was on Biden. This was on Biden's watch.
Yeah, and it happened last year, right?
Well, that sounds kind of familiar.
Yes.
Didn't his boss, Obama, didn't he send a big old pallet full, about $300 billion or $1 million just before
Well,
he got
That's the thing about conspiracy theories, where people say now, just when you hear one, just wait 6 months and it'll be true. Because a lot of the troops that were over there and know the situation were saying, this is what we're doing. And everybody called him a conspiracy kook and all this stuff. And then in 2023, it came out in a couple stories. And then it's really kind of come back up here recently, too,
I see we're iconing it tonight, huh?
where they admitted to,
I'm
like,
just too handsome. I'm just too handsome. I got
Well, I'm pretty sure the conspiracy theorists are batting about 900 in the past 4 years, 3 years. So
I think about 930 is probably better.
yeah, solid 930, solid
Maybe
930.
950, you know.
it's getting pretty rough out there.
You know.
It is. Big Barney Ross, the Kentucky Blue Balls channel, coming in with $2 super chat, says Chlamydia Harris won't go away.
He will not.
Much appreciated, Big Barney Ross, man. Big Barney Ross is an absolutely hilarious human being. Mr. Duggar, if you're not following Big Barney Ross, you should be, because you and him would get along very, very well.
I think I am subscribed to Big Barney Ross.
He put a video out the other day. I watched it. It was about a 15-minute video. It was funny as hell, man. It was just him just talking. Big Barney Ross, thank you very much. I love you, Big Barney.
You see them
Thank you
boots,
very much.
dude?
I know. Yeah, they look like that lady's fingernails that I saw driving that Ford Escort the other day at the red light.
I'd give anything to have a pair of boots like that.
I'd give anything to have a minstrel like that that just followed me around
Yeah, no shit.
in those
Hey,
boots.
I'll be right back. I think I have a beer in the refrigerator that's getting lonely. I'll be right back.
That poor little beard.
Oh man, poor little guy. So, Mr. Duggar, how you doing? You caught any good fish lately or anything like that?
No, I've been down in my back.
Back still bothering you.
Yeah, it's still jacking with me. I've got I think it's next Thursday or something like that. I got a chiropractor visit finally. That dude is like a magician, dude. I never thought anybody was big enough to crack me. He ain't that big a feller either. And that's funny because my first one was this little Jewish lady. She's about 5'5". And dude, she cracked my back one time from my tailbone to the top of my neck. Like that. Oh God. And then she grabbed over my head and threw the twist on that head like it belonged to her. She wanted it back. She like, oh Jesus, stop. She was beating me up, bro. But I tell you what, she fixed me. I come in her shop with 2 canes, and I left with both of them in one hand. You know, I mean, I couldn't deny she knew what the hell she was doing, but she scared the shit out of her. But then she kind of got in a little trouble. She always bought her cars from me, and she bought a car. And she said, "Well, we're gonna have to go get the breath analyzer off her," and you know she had to blow start her cars because she got caught drinking.
Oh Lord!
Driving. And she goes, "You won't tell nobody, will you?" And I said, "Give me $50, or I'm telling everybody." And we got to be really good friends. She'd come by the dealership and grab my ass, take me to lunch, man. She was such a nice lady. I loved the shit out of her.
Well, did she have to blow before lunch, or?
I'm sure she did.
in the breathalyzer.
Yeah, she liked the same kind of woman I do. You know what I mean?
Okay. Because you are a big, lesbian at heart, right?
I am a straight up lesbian traveling gynecologist.
All right.
Traveling, huh?
Yeah, I'll travel for if it's good enough. Like they're really all. Never mind, we ain't gonna go there yet.
Yeah, he'll jump in his Subaru, pop that, put his cargo shorts on, the Birkenstocks, and pump on the Melissa Etheridge, and he'll be wherever you want him to be.
Skippy, I ain't got no damn Subaru. I got a Lincoln. America.
Oh my God. What else did I see that was funny in the news? Shit. What the hell was it? There was something else that I was going to bring up. Just a second.
You see Trump's new ad that Elon put out?
No, I haven't seen that one yet. I've seen a couple, but
Funny son of a bitch, dude. Oh yeah, she just goes tell us that this is how Joe killed everything. This is how she's gonna fuck it up even worse. And it's just the funniest fucking ad. It was a strong ad, dude. You know, and then
speaking of funny, okay. I gotta play this clip, guys. I gotta play this clip. Okay, so I came across this. This is no new news story, but this is old, but I came across it, and this is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so there's this woman. She goes out and goes hiking, and she breaks her ankle, okay, and gets hurt, and a helicopter comes and picks her up. Watch this shit. Tell me this is not hilarious, okay? Everybody in the chat. Okay, if you cannot laugh, okay, like I want everybody to feel sorry for this person and not laugh at the same time. Okay, here we go.
Who got hurt while out on a hike. You can see there that she's being airlifted, but Sky Fox is showing that she is spinning around and around. She had quite the bumpy ride. She was placed in that basket, hoisted up in the rescue helicopter, but she ended up spinning there, unfortunately, for quite some time. Out of control, spinning around for several minutes. We're told the woman is 74 years old and got hurt while out on the trail. It's not exactly clear how or how serious those injuries that she sustained on the trail were, but we're trying to figure out if she sustained additional injuries while on this rescue, spinning out of control. And what a...
That's a ride from Astroworld right there.
I mean, could you imagine spinning that fast? I mean, there towards the end, she's got to be like pulling like 5 Gs. And
that poor lady had to be terrified.
You know, she puked all in that thing. You know,
just drop me back on the ground. Fuck.
Right, it's only my ankle. I'm not dead. You know, it's like somebody thought they bring out your dead. I'm not dead. Like, please, for the love of God, don't put me in that thing. That's absolutely. Dave's not here. Please don't save me.
but there's Tiger Cat. Hi, darling.
What's up, TK?
Hey,
I mean, I can't help. I even showed that to Mrs. Fools earlier, and you know her. She's like the nicest person in the world.
Yeah.
She had tears coming out of her eyes. She was laughing so hard. She was like,
well, that lady,
multi.
She's got a story for life with video to prove it.
You know that ad I was talking about? They made Kamala talk in her own voice about how she's going to screw up America and, you know, like that. Well, Gavin Newsom, he wants to make a law to keep AI from using your own voice to say stupid things about you yourself now. He wants to make it a law. And another way to censor, another censor law. But
I mean, talk about a freeze frame right there, LW. What could we do with this freeze frame? Where's Ben when we need him? Hey, status quo, $5 super tag coming in. Ridicule is good. He says, unfortunately, Harrison Walls is dangerous to America itself. I do agree with that. Sir. I think it's like the circus ticket. It is absolutely like a circus ticket. And status quo, I do agree with you, brother. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really do appreciate it, man. And let's see what we can do for you. Status quo, you probably like me, probably like beautiful cheerleaders. Here you go. Thank you very much, status quo. Appreciate you, brother.
Big Mac.
Yeah, I feel sorry for that lady spinning around like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, holy moly. Yeah, gonna puke for sure. And what's up, Megan? Good to see you, Megan, as well in here.
Probably thinking, come see Jesus. Here I come. Oh shit.
See,
wow.
now that's the situation. you finally get in a helicopter. They saved you, but are you also like, hey, what the fuck?
I mean, did you see towards the end, like how fast she's
it was
actually
whooping.
going? Yeah, I mean that's like astronaut. She might as well get like flown to space or something.
You think she might have puked just a little bit?
I'm sure she passed out. There's no way she managed to go through that.
Bless her heart.
She was dizzy for a solid hour after that.
That's all right. I'd be dizzy, instead of having to walk home on a broken ankle. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot better than getting eaten by a mountain lion, I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't get motion sickness or anything like that, but I at that point, maybe I think you might, I mean, that's like astronaut level training right there. Things going as fast as the blades on that helicopter.
Speaking of mountain lions, do you know how big them bounty guns are? They're bigger than what you think they are.
Oh yeah.
Them big old mountain lion toms, dude.
Yeah.
They got a head this big. They can bring down, a 400 pound, 400 pound mule deer, buck. Just think how strong they are, And I was watching a show, and it says a lot in the area where there's mountain lions and wolves together, that the mountain lion will actually kill 3 or 4 deer to feed the wolves so he can eat in peace and lead them into the stash. That's crazy, huh? So they don't be fighting over his food. He can eat in peace.
I saw a beautiful black bear today. I was going over a mountain today, and I was driving, and right in the middle of the road, I go around this curve, and there's this beautiful big black bear right in the middle of the road. Beautiful. And he just sits there and stops and looks at me, and then just slowly like walks off the road right in front of me. And I was trying to get my phone out, and I finally got it out, and I was like, whoop, it's gone down the hill. I'm like, God dang it.
Yeah.
I've got one of those stupid dash cams too. I've just never taken the time to hook it up.
One pussy cat per deer.
You think?
Yeah, that mountain lion can kill a big buck all by himself. He don't need no help. And the best hunters are the females.
You think?
Well, they usually have to feed other mouths, so I guess it just comes in their MO of being able to kill more. They're big animals, man. If you ain't ever seen one up close and you don't know he's there, and then turn around and just happen to see he's there, you might tinkle yourself just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've seen video of one stalking a guy, and he knew it was stalking him, so he's just trying to slowly get out of there until he had to just turn around and kind of stand his ground with his gun.
Mrs. Mack just sent me something. I guess YouTube actually put like a little disclaimer about what we were watching or something a minute ago. So that's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you can tell it's election time. That I know that didn't have anything to do with election, but they're putting disclaimers and warnings on just about it. I saw a lot of people talking about it.
Well, you saw that video we did not too long ago, where I don't even know where somebody even mentioned something about, and I'll say it. Let's go ahead and say flat Earth. Somebody actually said something about flat Earth, and then underneath the video, and we weren't even talking about like anything like that, and somebody made like a joke about it, and underneath our video, it had like a thing explaining that the Earth wasn't flat. It was like, what the hell? Like, what?
Yeah, I mentioned it in the comments after I saw it.
Listening, bro, they're listening.
And it was just a joke in passing. Like,
Right.
We probably didn't even spend 30 seconds on it.
No, I think somebody made a joke like, hey, them flat earthers or something like that. And it was,
Yeah.
I was probably like, screw you, bunch of globetards. And yeah, that was nothing. And then all of a sudden there's a disclaimer. So we'll probably have a disclaimer now about flat earth and that that's a 74-year-old woman spinning madly in a car. Anybody see what's going on in England right now in Great Britain? Boy, what a madhouse going on over there. That's Same.
Yeah, they tearing it up over there.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
But just so you know, this show is for people 18 years or older. If you're under the age of 18, get the hell out of here. And if you're over the age of 18 and we just happen to piss you off or you learned something, that's your own fault. We're not here to give advice. We're not fact checkers. We're not fact givers. We're a bunch of silly fuckers getting up here having fun, shooting the shit. If you don't like that, well, you know, you can go play a big old game or go hide and fuck yourself. But that's the most perfectly timed one yet. I love that.
What's up, Mel? Good to see you there, Mel. Who else we got coming there? Seymour Butts. We got Seymour Butts in here in the chat as well. Good to see you, Seymour Butts. Love the name. Absolutely. Zona Tucson. Good to see you, Zona, as well. Trying to make sure I say hey to all the wonderful people that come in here and spend their time with us on a beautiful Tuesday night. Good to see all you guys. And everybody out there listening to this on X, thanks for tuning in as well. Obviously, we can't see your comments like we can over here on YouTube, but we do appreciate all of you listening in and hope that we add some kind of entertainment to your Tuesday night.
I mean, it's not that hard, people from X. Come over here and join
Randy
in the
Foster as
conversation.
well. Randy Foster, I've seen you. I meant to say hey to you a minute ago too. What's up, Randy Foster? Yeah, people on X, they can stay on X. They can come over here. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. I appreciate
America,
you know, no matter what. Just as long as you're listening and you're smiling. If you're not smiling, listening to us, I don't know what's wrong with you, and you should
No.
probably move somewhere else because
How can you keep a straight face watching us idiots?
yeah, this is like the the morning show that happens at midnight. So
Okay, somebody else's turn. I'm going to Icon. Remember though,
Crimson Brave, what's up, brother?
Crimson Brave. What does he have to say?
Something bad about me, probably.
I just-
But yeah, LW, what do you think about all this stuff going on over there in Great Britain?
What can I say on YouTube?
Well, yeah, keep it YouTube friendly, but yeah, you know what I mean. What do you think?
Well, it's that's what happens when you have open border policy without proper vetting, and it's like the France election. I saw a bunch of people celebrating. I didn't see. There's this huge crowd. Took like 3 or 4 streets. I didn't see one France flag waving, not one. And people were posting these videos. There was Iran flags. It was all. I didn't see one France flag. And when you have smaller countries like that, a big influx of immigrants, it can change a country pretty quickly,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
And
know.
it's a part of, assimilation. It's like when people talk about immigration in America. Well, most of the time, throughout the decades, you had people coming over wanting to be American. Yeah, they might display their flag, but they also had an American flag with it. They wanted to be American. They wanted to integrate into our way of being, and you see a lot less of that now.
Yeah, did you see where, like, I didn't realize this totally, but like over there, you can actually get in trouble and be, jailed for saying things on Facebook that are deemed not acceptable. I'm trying. A lot of times I have to sit here and think how I can say this on YouTube without,
I
saying
can
it's
say
totally wrong. No, you can't, Mr. Duggar. You're my YouTube lawyer. Yeah, please. I love the way I have to advise my YouTube lawyer way more than he has to advise me.
that's because I got no filter. I'm sorry.
I know. The only strike I've ever gotten, we know where it came from.
That is allegedly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to go on there right now and just make sure that we're still live. You know.
Yeah, we're.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, if you just, I'll tell you what's going on, and if you want to know what's really going on, look who Kamala picked as her vice president, and that'll tell you exactly what's going on. He's more that than what's that? Bernie Sanders. He's worse than Bernie Sanders. So, he's more closer to Stalin than he likes that kind of socialism.
One thing about Bernie Sanders is at least Bernie Sanders didn't lie to people. I don't agree with anything that Bernie Sanders was on. I wasn't on the same page with him as far as any of his policies or anything like that. But at least he wasn't lying to you. He came out there and said what he wanted to do, which at least you can look at that and go, okay, well, at least he's not a liar. Nothing's worse than a liar. A liar, a thief, it's all basically the same thing. But at least he was telling you what he wanted to do. The other people are like, wolves in, sheep's clothing coming out there like, hello. Like, it's like everything from, okay, let's have fun with this. So you had that totally staged scene where Barack Obama calls Kamala Harris on the phone and endorses her, and it's got like 5 cameras, and it's like all mic'd up going through the whole thing, and like people are supposed to be. They really think that people are dumb enough to think that that's like just this random phone call that, and then they did it again today. They did it today with what's his name? Tim what? What the hell is his name?
Tim Walz.
Loss. I can never remember his name.
Walz with a W.
Yeah, Loss should be his name. But then they do again. He's like, he answers his phone. He's like, hey, this is Tim, or something like that. Like he didn't know who was calling, and then it goes back and forth. It's like nobody's that fucking gullible. I mean,
right? Hell, shit, Kamala, I was just about to take a shit. What's up?
Right, exactly.
Did you read Status Quo's message? He might be
which one? I gotta go back to that stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Just back down a little bit. He had some pretty good insight.
What does it say?
I got to read it first before I make sure if I can say it or not.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, you'd have to read that, LW. I agree with you, Status Quo. I do agree with you. Hey, we got another guest coming in here right now. Look at this. Somebody sent me a thing saying, hey, will you please send me the link? I want to jump on here with you. What's going on, TK? How you doing tonight?
Hello, my beautiful people.
Hello.
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing great. It's a beautiful Tuesday night here in the Americas, and we're just having a good time talking about the crazy world that we live in. What do you think about it?
You know what? It has been such a crazy election season that
it's just starting.
But what I mean is like you couldn't make it up even, I don't think, for a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like just insane.
Well, I don't even know that Kamala is going to be the person they choose by the time the Democrats have their convention. I don't even know that it's still going to be Kamala. I don't think that Joe Biden wants to drop out. So
well, she's already got all the. She already has all the delegates saying they're going to vote for her. So
yeah,
as soon as they have a debate, it's over. Right now, the media is pumping her up as much as they can, but you can't hide dumb. And when they get to the debate, he's going to demolish her. Okay, and then it's over.
Yeah, she does kind of look like one of those, like if you pump up a blow-up doll too much, and all of a sudden their mouth looks like they got hit in the mouth with a damn doorknob. She's almost to that point at this already. They've pumped her so much, so. We'll see what happens.
Insane.
The debates
It's
are
like-
the debates are insane to me. I never watch them. I look for the highlights of people screwing up or something funny, but it's just a bad format. How in the world can anybody articulate a policy that's very nuanced in 60 seconds? I mean, it's just a shitty format.
Well, that and they ask one person one question, and then they ask the other person another question that has nothing to do with that, and they're like, "Oh, you get 30 seconds to rebuttal the one." The whole things are dumb and they're set up, and I love the way Trump turned the one around where it was going to be like, okay, so he goes to a debate, and all right, I'll debate you. The only reason there are never debates that early in the season to start with. I mean, that's a new territory anyway. But the reason they set that up because they set Biden up to fail so they could replace him.
Yeah.
So they go in there and Trump absolutely just put your mouth on the curb, basically just mutilates the guy and makes him drop out. Now and then she's like, "Oh, you're a coward. You won't debate me." And he's like, "All right, well, Fox News." She's like, "Well, I won't come there." So we'll see what happens. I don't blame him. I wouldn't debate her until after the convention. Why should he? He doesn't need to.
Nobody is gonna watch a debate and go from Trump to Kamala, and the other way around. It's just
No.
no. I mean, if you're today saying I'm going to vote for Kamala, there's nothing that can happen in that debate that's going to make you go to Trump, and the other way around.
That's true.
It's pointless at this point.
No, it's all theater.
Unless you still have a little bit of those uninformed voters that haven't really been paying attention that close until maybe, let's say, this first debate. You know what I mean? No, some people really don't pay attention to the news, fools.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at
No,
Seymour
but
Butt's comment.
Oh.
Seymour Butt says, Kamala says, the children of the community aren't children of the community. And you have to open the door, go through the door, and shut the door to be on the other side of the door. Everything she says is like nothing.
Sounds like she fell out of a coconut tree, maybe.
Sounded like they stood there, had her tied to a coconut tree and was hitting her with coconuts.
I mean, it boggles my mind, though, that she has actually had a boost in, like I said, though, if I hope they have a debate, at least one debate, because that can at least, I think some of these people that are like, the reason she has a bump in the polls is those uninformed voters I'm telling you about, right? They're starting to see, oh, Kamala's running. So they go on there and they look and they see all these people pumping her up. And nobody ever knew what she did because, let's face it, she didn't do anything. Okay? But they're uninformed, so they don't know that. Okay?
And
it's unfortunate we have to deal with uninformed voters. I mean, people can do whatever they want, but these people are like, well, I don't keep up with politics. Then pop their head up to vote. Well, you don't have to keep up politics if you don't want to, but politics finds you. It finds you at prices at the grocery store. Politics finds you when you have to send your 18-year-old son to die in some foreign land. I mean, I don't understand why people don't keep up with politics, but I guess there's better stuff to watch.
You heard that. Did you hear that phone call between them today? I mean, the whole thing was like, happy. We're going to make everything happy. We're fighting for I can't wait to go and make everything happy and blah, blah. It's like all emotion. Anybody who chooses anything based off of, as far as political driven mindset or anything based off of emotion, is an absolute fucking idiot. So you instantly have to take emotion out of everything if you are going to look at things objectively. Now, if you're going to look at things objectively, then you have to look at what's actually good for me, you, the people around us, everybody, not what makes fucking people happy or what makes somebody fucking in their feelers like about this being good or this being. What is actually good, what is actually bad for our country is what you have to look at it. And a lot of times that might hurt somebody's fucking feelings. And sometimes it might hurt mine. Sometimes it might hurt yours. Well, I don't have feelings, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yes, you do. And so does Mr. Duggar. He has a big, big heart.
Hey,
And a
Seymour Butts.
beautiful
Seymour Butts
beard.
later on, buddy.
And I love
Thanks for
his
stopping in,
beautiful
Seymour Butts.
beard.
Thank you. Man.
Bye, Seymour Butts.
High friction.
Hey, Friction. Hey,
Big-
Mrs. Mick. Miss
Exactly,
doors,
Mrs. Mac.
doors, and not like Jim Morrison. Doors,
Not
doors,
cool
doors.
like Jim Morrison. Not cool
and not
like
cool
Jim
like
Morrison.
Jim Morrison. Doors,
Yeah,
doors.
Kamala
Don't
Harris
forget.
is far from being the Lizard King.
I
most
missed that.
definitely.
Yeah, I guess that went over my head. The doors, doors, doors thing. But yeah, I mean, like, because Kamala, like, she's never done anything, and so even before she was even going to be running, I knew that. I mean, I wondered, like, obviously we know why he chose her as a running mate. They're all about, identity politics. So, but I'm like, of all the people of color, quote unquote, you want to pick, you pick this one? I mean, like, to me, she was terrible. I never saw one thing she did ever. What did she do?
It cracked me up to listen to the people that from different places that she's giving speeches into, and like when she was asking money from the Indian community, as she got really close to her Indian side, but then she was down south trying to talk like a Southerner,
Yeah.
and it's just she's a chameleon. She's always been Obama's pick because she'll do anything he tells her to do.
Well, she's a step below of pulling
personality.
some hot sauce out of her purse and pulling a Hillary
Well-
Clinton,
No,
and,
but I
and
mean,
talking
but
jive.
but the thing is she has even, does she have, what do you, okay, I know y'all, none of us like either of these people, but who has a technically, quote unquote, better personality? Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris? As just a person, like, if you would have to hang out with one of them, who would you rather hang out with?
Well,
Oh, my God.
Hillary,
Kamala, but she doesn't know
Well,
anything.
you might get a blowjob with Kamala.
Yeah, I'm going with Kamala.
I really appreciated it.
Exactly, LW. Thank you for
I didn't even
solidifying
think
that in my mind, sir.
She didn't get that turkey neck from one reason only. It's a shame that the two most unpopular people during the last debate of the last election actually were chosen as the nominees. It's the people are not getting to even choose their own representatives, and they're doing it, right in front of their face, and they're still sitting there going, "Oh, we're voting for him, by God!" But you didn't have a choice in that. So what? So that just a quinky dink or what? I mean, they're installing people. They're not being voted in by the people, and that's why it's Joe's time to go.
Well, they've been installing people ever since they told Bernie Sanders to go, piss off. Like I said before, I don't like Bernie Sanders' platform or anything like that, but they
But it's
basically told him to take the back seat and kicked him out just to install Hillary Clinton in there. And then they did the exact same thing with Joe Biden. And now they're doing the exact same thing with Kamala Harris. And it's all in the name of democracy. It's an absolute absurdity.
Yeah.
Even though Bernie Sanders is complete opposite of what I would, he's like a socialist, pretty much democratic socialist to me.
Oh yeah.
It's totally not my way of thinking. To me, he's one of the most likable politicians ever because he's never ever wavered from any
Right.
of his.
That's what I said earlier. At least he told you what the hell he was going to do.
He's honest. He was like the liberal version of a Trump on that side, and that's why they got rid of him. They knew he was a threat.
Yeah.
Because he was connecting with the young people on that side, just like Trump connected with, all ages, really. Bernie actually probably connected more with the younger crowd.
Bernie
but-
connected with a whole lot of people who didn't want to fucking work.
well, but okay, well, yeah. Okay,
I mean,
but that's-
honesty. I mean,
well, no,
that's
but
really what it
that's
was.
why I didn't vote for him. But what I'm saying is, he was at least like, even though he's this old curmudgeon, he was like a funny one. He was a likable guy, I think, for the
And
most part.
if you think he was a bad socialist, the VP that Kamala's got, he's like a socialist with a supercharger. You know?
Oh, he's yeah. For sure.
He's one. You know,
And what's the
communism.
name? I didn't even hear who she picked. Who did she pick?
Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one who let Minnesota, burn to the ground and do all that. What's up, Gixxer Squid? Good to see you, brother.
Oh, the same ones that she bailed out over there. Was that the same?
Yeah, that whole nonsense that went on over there. I mean, the whole thing's just it's.
Yeah, I mean he allowed small business owners to get arrested for opening during the 2020 period. I'll call it that. While allowing people to burn down said businesses without prosecution.
And he had an alert line going. So under his thing, they had a phone number you could call to report your neighbors or your community people that were breaking the law. Well, it's not a law, but were breaking the COVID restrictions, so you could narc out your neighbors and call in and report them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not the kind of guy I want fucking.
It was a snitch line. It was a snitch line.
Yeah, the snitch line.
Yeah, he was a complete. That's what did it for me in 2020. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It all weeded out, who are secretly tyrants, and he was one of them. Yeah. He mandated the boop boop for, it's just bullshit.
Boop,
you can't.
What's a boop boop?
Oh, come on, put two and two together there, TK.
He did what with a boop boop?
Oh Lord!
Sticking it in your arm, mandating it.
The boop boop.
Oh, the boo boo.
But you can't.
Boop? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But you can't mandate any medicine on anyone. That's crazy. I mean, there's a whole percentage of people who are allergic to penicillin. So I mean, you can't force people to take anything. And anybody who was for mandates and stuff like that, they're out of my book.
Well,
I don't
but
care.
there's even
I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat or whatever.
And especially on an unproven chemical.
Right.
that's
Hey,
right.
let me say this real quick. Mrs. Mack, really do appreciate that $2 super chat. Didn't think I got a chance to actually say thank you for that, but really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. No mandating of anything. Nobody should be forced to do anything.
here's
None
my
of that should
question.
ever happen.
I don't know why they would mandate that, because here's the thing, like in my career, it's not many, but there were some parents, it's the real granola type parents that didn't want their kids vaccinated with anything, right? And that's fine. So, but their kids can't go to school. They have to homeschool them, and these parents always were homeschooling them. But if they don't force them to get those vaccines, why would they force them to get this brand new one that we don't even know much about? And COVID has basically been
You said
taken.
the C word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got to use code words around here. But Gixxer Squid does say that his lady mandated that he takes Blue Chew, but he says it is consensual. So
What's Blue Chew? See, I never mind.
Too funny, Gixxer, man. Hey, Gixxer, I can't wait. We're almost there to college football season, Gixxer Squid. I hope you come hang out more so we can talk a bunch of shit about college football. We're going to have some fun late nights college football
Especially about
coming up
Georgia.
soon, brother.
We're
We're going to have fun.
But if people don't have to vaccinate their kids with vaccines that have been proven to work for years and years and years and years, then why would they mandate all of a sudden the other one?
Allegedly, they work, but nothing should be mandated.
Hey,
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though. Unless it's changed since I left nursing, it's only been a couple years. But I mean, I've seen parents not want any vaccines at all, not the Hep B.
All right, let's move on past the vaccine talk because we are streaming here. Make sure everybody, I would recommend that you get at least 72 jabs before you take your masks off, is what I'm going to go on ahead and say over here on the YouTube side of it. So make sure you take that advice. Wear a mask for the rest of your life. Make sure you stay away from everybody. And every time anybody has a jab that they want to give you, you should probably take it.
I think it's so silly that we have to worry
Take it-
about
take it
talking
until
about
it
Like I
works.
say, never,
Right.
we talk
Exactly.
about it, true or fact. We don't condone any drugs or diseases. And Harley Dad wants a mandate with LW. He had his chance. By God, he had his chance. No date for you. Unless there's a large amount of money given, of course.
So let me ask you this, TK. So and this is not like a jab, or this is not a jab. No pun intended. This is not like a, you
Why-
know, like,
hold on, before you ask me the question, I bet you I know what it is.
well,
But
you
go ahead.
probably do. You probably do. And I'm not like saying this in like a mean way or blah, blah, blah.
I know.
But you do seem to have had a little bit of a turn of heart, as far as just from listening to things that you've said. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Oh,
or
that wasn't what I thought you were going to say.
well, no, I mean as far as politically and stuff like that. And I mean, I know you're a Catholic lady, you're a, you know, things, but I know you didn't like certain people really bad and hated, you know. You see what I'm
Well,
getting at?
I
Like,
I never had like Trump derangement syndrome or anything like that. Don't think that.
well, no, I don't think that. That's what I'm saying. Like in a normal conversation, can you elaborate a little bit on like how you feel now as to looking back 4 years ago or 6 years ago or 8 years ago?
Well,
Have you had
yeah,
a change of heart a little bit? I kind of
voted-
sense that you do.
I voted for him in 2016, fools.
I know.
Can I get a little bit more weed and I can elaborate on that?
Damn
Sure.
it, I insist.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. I Gixxer Squid. He's going to be my campaign manager. He's like, Traveling Fools 2028, jabs, dabs, and six-pack abs. I see the slogan now. Gixxer Squid, get in touch with me. We'll run this program. We'll run it right into the ground, baby. And at least we'll probably get to go to Coachella for free or something like that. We'll have a good time.
What are we running for? Governor of Florida, Georgia?
I don't even know. Probably what we're running from by the time we get done.
Borden's ice cream. That's what we need. Bluebell.
Bluebell. There you go.
Eat all you can and we sell the rest. That's the greatest motto ever.
You need a job there, Mr. Duggar. I think you need
No. You know I could do that, did you? Yeah. I could work at Bluebell's, man.
I'm sure you could.
That's some good ice cream. I like the banana pudding and the chocolate. I like the chocolate, don't I?
Hey, what's up, Dragon Classy? Good to see you. Thanks
Class
for the much love. Much love back to you, girl.
action.
So yeah, I was laughing though about the those fake phony, you know, like Obama calling Kamala, and now today her calling him. And like, who do they think they're fooling with this? Is this really like a real thing to where people are actually buying this? Do people actually think that these are real situations, or is the whole world just laughing at these people? What's up,
Well,
Harley Dad?
The whole world is laughing at us for sure. But I guess they're still pretending like it's politics in 1987, where you had a couple TV networks and you got your news from the newspaper every day. But I think,
Do you remember Napoleon Dynamite, the movie? You watched Napoleon Dynamite, right? Her campaign so far is kind of like Summer Whitley's or whatever. It's kind of like, vote for me. It'll be summer all year long. It's kind of how I feel like it's being played out like you're trying to win the class presidency in fucking high school. Vote for summer. It'll be summer all year long. It's all like, shut the fuck up. It's kind of how I feel.
right.
Kind of how I feel.
Dude, you owe me a quarter for using my saying.
What's that? I'll give you a quarter and go downtown and get the rat to gnaw that thing off your face.
Oh,
Uncle Buck.
SO, exactly. Vote for Pedro. I am going with Pedro. So that's gonna be our new nickname for Trump, is gonna be Pedro.
Pedro.
How to make all of your
That's so
dreams
easy.
come true, or all of your wildest dreams come true. Oh my God.
Harley Dad, how you doing, you scallion? Yeah,
Yeah, good to see you, Harley Dad. Good to see you, brother.
I called you an onion.
You did call him an onion.
Yeah,
When was you full out of the ground?
looking thing right there, man. He looked like an upside down green onion.
Is there any meaning to, like, there's a meaning to like an upside down pineapple. What's the meaning to an upside down onion?
It's time to cook it in some eggs.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Put it on some rice. Get on
Huh.
it.
Rice?
Try it. It's delicious.
Really? White rice?
Little slivers of carrot. Make fried rice, man.
Mm.
But I like it with just scrambled eggs myself and toast. Yes. But just the green part.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Delicious.
Yes.
So, TK,
Okay.
what do you think? The question I asked you earlier.
Okay.
I
Well-
mean, like, I would like an honest, like, from a woman, like from an outside looking in. I know, okay, and I don't want to, like, I'm not beating you up. I love you to death. You're a good friend of mine, and I do like these conversations to where I remember talking to you, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Yeah, you were like Trump, blah 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 blah, and I heard you say the other thing the other day. You're like, oh well, you know what I mean. So I would just kind of like to hear, like, objectively how you feel about that now.
Well, not only am I supporting Trump, I'm supporting Trump very enthusiastically, and I am proudly casting my vote for him on November 4th.
Woo-hoo.
All right, I love it.
I was not a victim necessarily of the media as much as I was my own fear. This man is very egotistical. He's a great president,
Are you talking about me? Oh, you said president. Shit, sorry.
but he's a total egomaniac. Now, every president has to have a big ego to be a president. You have to. So that's a given for any president. But okay, I voted for him in 2016. I couldn't take, I hate Hillary. So, but when I walked out, I kind of had this feeling of fear and sadness. Like, did I do the wrong thing? Like, what if these people are saying is true? Because he would say some outrageous things. Let's face it. His mouth got him into more trouble than anything.
Or you'd be in jail was my favorite thing he said.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But
I got to
And-
say something right quick. I'm sorry. Don't let me cut you off. Did you read Sergeant Tom's TF?
I didn't. TF. Did
Scroll
you?
up, scroll up and look.
Is he there? TF.
Praise,
Oh,
praise
he is.
Jesus, Sergeant Tom. It said, "Good morning, TF and all. I want to personally thank all of you for the prayers and support for my wife, Jerry. She came home from the hospital today. I love you all, Sergeant Tom."
Oh,
Oh, Sergeant Tom.
I'm so happy for you.
Sergeant Tom, man, thank you so much, man. I'm so happy you let me know that. I've actually been super worried. I was gonna call you, or I just didn't want to bother. Just kind of been sitting here waiting. But man, thanks so much, man. I'm glad Jerry's home, and love you too, Sergeant Tom. You're a wonderful man, Sarge, and as always, just above and beyond everything. Thank you for your friendship and your fun. Well, we got you over here, brother, and all our prayers are always centered, around anybody who needs them. And you needed them then. We got you, brother. We love you, Sergeant Tom.
I don't know you that well, but
He's a good man,
I'm very, very happy that
even
she's
if he is a
well.
Georgia Bulldog fan.
Hoorah!
Ew.
Go Tigers.
Hey, look
So
look at the private chat if you get a chance. So yeah,
Okay.
I think a lot of things are funny like that with people saying that, like Trump says dumb thing. If the media hadn't been against Donald Trump, he would have done a lot better. Like everything the man did for years and years, every single little thing he did was ridiculed. Everything he said was taken out of context. There's people who'll say he
Well,
said you should drink bleach or and all this
But
stuff. It's
let's
like,
be
no, he never
realistic. The
fucking
man's
said
not.
that.
But the man's not perfect. But
Fuck
go
no,
ahead.
he ain't perfect.
No,
Fuck
okay, but
no, he
go
ain't
ahead.
perfect.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nobody's perfect. But I love when he gets up there and he makes a joke and then they fact check a joke, and it's
Right.
like, he was clearly fucking joking. And now you're going to fact check a joke. If you are not intelligent enough to understand what a joke is or what a joke isn't,
Which joke are you
then,
talking?
I'm sorry. A billion of them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he gets up
All
there
right.
and talks
I thought
and
you
just
meant
starts
some
talking shit.
particular one.
No,
Well,
there's a
okay.
billion of them.
To
Yeah.
B Bean's comment, Trump has never said anything wrong. Sure, TK or whatever it was.
Okay. Well, let me
every
explain.
every
Wait,
politician,
let me finish.
every politician has gaffed and said something wrong. That's not anything new. It's the big things that they take out of context and they clip out the entire sentence to try to convey what he said, and making these headlines of what he said. And then when you actually watch the tape of what he said,
Yeah.
It was
there's
something
more
completely
to
different.
it. That's what people, I think that's what Traveling Fools and myself and Mr. Duggar and TK are talking about, is taking things out of context. And then and a lot, you'll see this. Well, what he said there is a dog whistle. He didn't really say, but it's, this is what he really means by it. I've heard that so much in the last 8 years. Oh, it was a dog whistle.
Yeah, and it was also one like when he said and I'm going to say the word because they did it on a short today, and it really brightened my day when he was reported as saying they'll even let you grab him by the puss, and he tried to front this conservative with it lady, and she said, well, first off, that was taken out of context in a private conversation 8 years before the election, and also, I'd rather have a president that's not a puss in office. You know what I mean? And it's just them.
Well,
twisted.
another good example, Mr. Duggar. Another good example was when he was up there. Where was he at? In like Michigan or something like that. And he made the thing saying that it would be a bloodbath if he doesn't win. And he was speaking of the auto industry.
Yeah.
And
No, there
next
was
thing you know,
another
they're
one
like,
too I saw.
all Trump's saying is it's going to be a bloodbath. If he's inciting violence, it's going to be out of control. If Trump doesn't win, he's inciting violence. He said it would be a bloodbath, and every news channel. And these people, what gets me is there's so many people that are like, well, if I hear something on 3 different channels, then I know it has to be true. And it's like, if you don't understand that Operation Mockingbird is still going live and well, and that all these news channels are reporting on the same fucking things, being told to say what they are supposed to say, then you are an absolute fool. If you're watching Fox News, you're an idiot. If you're watching CNN, you're an idiot. If you're watching PMSNBC, you're a fucking idiot. If you're watching
Well, but you saw the
some of these
latest
other
one,
ones that
too.
But wait. I love some of these ones like Newsmax, all these ones. So they buzz in and they're like, now they're trying to get with the times and they're trying to do these things. We can somehow, us sitting in our damn houses right here. I'm sitting in my bar. TK, you're sitting in your place. LW, in yours. We can have a clean, beautiful signal. But you get these like Newsmax and, some of these ones and it's like,
Right.
and it's like, how have you not figured this fucking shit out yet? Like that a bunch of fucking dumbasses can come on here and goddamn stream, and you got kids making $1 million a year playing video games, streaming fucking great, and you can't figure it out as a fucking media outlet. Like,
or and it's like every picture ever taken by the FBI looked like it was taken with a 1922 camera.
right, Bigfoot's clear.
You know,
Yeah.
Tell me when I can go.
You can go.
All
Get the
right.
hell
So
outta
let
here.
me continue with my story.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I mean, but it wasn't necessarily the media as much as it was my own view of him and how he did say some things. Okay. Well, if the media, look, the latest thing he got, I know what the latest thing was. Okay. That he told people at a rally that if you vote for me, you never have to vote again. And then they made it out to be like he was trying to say that he was never leave office. And that's totally not what he was saying at all, because I saw the entire video. I do my research. Okay. So I know the media does lie.
No.
I knew that
Ding,
before
ding,
Trump
ding.
ever. Well, no, fools. I
Right,
knew
no, I
that
know you
before
do.
Trump even ran for office. I never trusted the news. I don't know why this is like a new thing to people. Why fake
Because
news
he
is
was
all
the
of a
first one to
sudden
say fake
a
news.
term. You know, the news is always. I mean, even if they weren't like in the government's pocket or whatever, they can mess up. They're human. You know, you have to always like nobody knows the truth until they know the whole truth with all the facts in front of them. Unless you're there, you don't know the truth about anything, right?
That's
I don't
right.
know where I was
Well,
going. with
there was
that.
a reason
anyway.
why Dan Rather was the only person that was allowed to see the Kennedy assassination and report on it. And there's a reason why he was the only one that was allowed to do it. Yeah, you know, the government works hand in hand with the media.
Right.
And when you go
But-
on these cable news channels, what journalism has turned into is, especially with the left-leaning journalist, they just look to the government and say, what is your position on this? They get the memo and they just report it to the people as fact, when that's absolutely the opposite of what journalism is. A journalist's job is to question the government, question and turn over every rock to what
Well,
the
that's what
government
they
is
told
saying.
you. That's what they brainwashed everybody into, or trying to brainwash everybody into thinking what their jobs is supposed to be. I mean, it should be that, but that's what they say that they do. But instead, they just mockingbird everything that they're told to say.
Yeah, how can you know the truth if you just ask the White House press, well, what's the deal? Or you ask the FBI, so what's the official story? And you just repeat it to the people. Okay, well, is it true or not? That's what I want to know. I don't want to know what they said. I want to know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
So go on, TK. We didn't mean
So,
to derail you.
and in the first year, I mean, well, I don't even think it lasted a year. I mean, as time went on, I realized, hey, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with him. He's doing it. I mean, yeah, he would do things that would divide the country, and that was like I would get annoyed. Like, why can't he just say things that don't get him into trouble? Simple things, you know. I would get annoyed with that. I'm sorry, but then when he left office, I'm like, well, he was a good president. I thought he was going to win another term, despite
Wow.
any kind of divisive talk, right? So when that didn't happen, as I saw what was going on the next 4
And that's
years,
all debatable. But
Right.
we won't talk about that.
Allegedly.
which part is allegedly about the winning of the
Well,
election?
go on.
Well, anyway, regardless, okay. So he's not our president for 4 years, and we get 4 years of Biden, okay. And then, like when he left the White House that day, remember he didn't go to the inauguration. When he left in the helicopter, I swore that we would never see him again. I thought he was going to go to Mar-a-Lago and never show his face again. I honestly thought. I honestly thought that. And then they're throwing all these cases at him, trying to get him, you know, after seeing all that and seeing everything that's happened and seeing the truth finally, and not only that, there's a lot of things he did I liked. Okay. So I never hated the man and I never had Trump derangement syndrome. So, but now I know that because this man has already governed for 4 years, a time of peace, a time of prosperity, look how good it was, people. Like when I see that there are TikToks of people that wish that the assassin would have missed, they were mad that he, like, what's wrong
It's
with you?
fucking
people?
horrible.
That was
What's
sad.
wrong with you people? Think about it. Think about what you're saying. What did he do in those 4 years? All you people that think he's still evil. What did he do in that 4 years
Can't
that
tell you.
screwed up your life so bad that you think he deserved to die? You're fucked in the head is what you are. You're a sheep. You're a sheep that's blind to the media. Go out and do your research. Okay. I had a funny feeling about him just from myself. Okay. Because I thought his ego was way too big. And after this almost getting killed, I'm like, okay, let's see how he handles this. I pray to God he doesn't think he's like God now. No, he did exactly the opposite of what I was afraid of before. He became more humble. I love this man. He is a fighter. He loves this country. He's a patriot. And get the fuck over your fucking feelings. That's all I have to say.
I agree.
Wow.
He's the only president who lost
I think
money
you deserve
being
a
president.
golf clap for that myself. That was well spoken. It's the main boils down to when you go to choose a president, you got to remember this isn't back in the days of Grandpa.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
We have manipulation and narratives being driven at us 24/7. You can talk about one of these days. I'm going to get me one of them good barbecue bits while we're sitting here talking on a show. Next thing you know, you start seeing barbecue ads. So things has really got advanced. Okay, and running narratives is how they and propaganda. Goebbels was the father of propaganda. We know who he was, right? And it's come to that point where, when Trump come in, he was the first one to really holler and clarify fake news and point them out to their face. You're fake news, CBS. You're fake news, CNN. You're fake news, MSNBC. And at the last, you're fake news, Fox. But what the internet is throwing a wrench in their little plan is because everybody has access to it, to different, shows and different people that have educated themselves and are really trying to get to the truth of what's going on. And it's come to find out, that a lot of the conspiracies we said last time, it was we was up to 92, 95% non-conspiracy. They were proven not to be not conspiracies. Like, that he was spied on in his election. He was. So I mean, you just gotta consider the person's character. And I figure his character, is he without fault? No, he's not without fault. I agree with you on that. And some of the positions
now I can see how human he is.
takes, I don't agree with. Okay. But a bunch of them I do. I think we have a better shot of regaining our republic, not our democracy, because we're not a democracy, we're a republic. Keeping and retaining our republic is what we got to worry about. All the democracies do is fall into tyrants. And,
Well, let me say this, Mr. Duggar. So I've spent the past 4 days of my life. Okay. Now I found out that there's this new thing to where I finally found out there's something cool AI is doing that is interesting. So I've spent the past 4 days of my life And I found these channels, and what they've done is they've used AI to use people's voices and translate speeches. Okay.
Okay.
So I've been listening to every speech given by Adolf Hitler. I've been listening to every speech given by Mussolini. I've listened to Saddam Hussein. I've listened to Fidel Castro. I've listened to Che Guevara's. I've listened to Heinrich Himmler's speeches. I've listened to all these people's speeches just because, you know what, you never hear what these people actually say. They've always hidden that from you, what they're actually saying. And I've been listening to all these speeches, and it's interesting. I'm a huge history buff, so it's really interesting anyway to actually hear these speech. I mean, some of them are 2.5 hour, 2 hour speeches. I mean, these aren't short speeches. And you sit here and listen to these, and you can see how people can be so easily manipulated or brought into your turmoil is going to be solved by this or with the socialism and with the different aspects of like it's super interesting. I'm not done. I haven't come to my conclusion with the whole thing yet. I'm not quite done. I'm only halfway through Mein Kampf at this point. But
Dude,
I'm serious. I'm like why?
yeah,
I'm
well,
a history buff. I want to hear it. I want to hear
that's
it, and I want to make
no.
my own conclusions afterwards. And that doesn't make me a bad person.
No, I didn't
Being
mean that.
uneducated and being ignorant makes everybody else an uneducated person is the way I look at that. I'm probably on some kind of fucking watch list now because I've been listening to so much of this shit. But I have the
Thanks
beauty
for
of sitting in a shop by myself and working on, stuff. So I have the ability to just sit there and do my job and listen to stuff. And that's what I've chose to, because I found this and I'm like, holy shit, I can finally hear and put into perspective. But it's so crazy, the similarities between what politicians are saying now on the Democrat side as to what they were saying then, yet they're the ones calling these people it's insane. I have to come to a full, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a whole stream on it and talk about it when I'm done. But I can't make a total decision right now until I'm complete. But yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
So please, government, take me off the watch list.
Yeah, I think, God dang, I think the three of us are now on it, just being on this panel. So thanks a lot to you.
I would like to have that app.
Does that include me too?
It's on YouTube. I mean, it's on YouTube. You can go watch it.
No. When L Dove said the three of us are going to be on the watch list because of that, and then we
Yeah, TF's already on it, so it's just me, you, and Doug on it now.
the rest of us. Okay.
No, LW, that would be you, Duggar, and I.
Look at this fucking prick.
What does he do that to you or something? Are you a grammar? Are you a grammar?
No, I'm kidding. I'm a
person?
total.
No,
not a grammar nut.
he's what he is a troller.
I'm an asshole.
Why it makes me mad is because I am too, as well. But I mean, never mind.
You gotta stir the pot of hatred every now and then. It just makes people
Somebody
laugh.
call a wambulance. There's been a big burn here. We need a burn unit.
Yeah, 379. You know what 379 spells? Cry.
379.
I'm trying to do it backwards on the old
Yeah,
Nokia days.
It spells cry.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Or no. It spells
gree.
no, it spells isn't it 379? Yeah, AB.
Spells your mama.
Hell, I don't fucking know.
But to your
I'm
point,
sorry.
to your point, Traveling Fools, it's funny about speeches. You don't even have to go back too far. You can go back to Bill Clinton's inauguration speech about immigration. It sounds absolutely zero different from Donald Trump's. Zero.
Oh, I know.
Oh, 100%. Bill Clinton was Yeah, back there telling everybody to go. Yeah, we got to end the LDO. It's same fucking thing. Same. The whole country went crazy all of a sudden. About 2000 and if I recollect right, yeah, I was gonna say 13, 14, but yeah, it probably started in about 12, but about 13, 14, it was raging.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing about immigration, like Ellis Island. It was open for 60 years, for immigrants. And in that 60 years, there was only 12 million people, 12 million immigrants that came through. And you're just looking at the last 4 years, it's between 7 and 10 million. So there's some perspective on, people who say, well, we've always had immigrants in it up, but 60 years, there was only 12 million.
Well, there's a big difference too, to where you had immigrants then that were immigrants wanting to, come here and be a part of your society here.
Right.
And they were looking at what the American dream was. They wanted to be a part of the American dream, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm not against immigration. I mean, all of y'all know me. All of y'all have, know my wife and everything like that. She's an immigrant. She is an immigrant to this country. I'm not against immigration in
He's
any
an
way, shape, or
immigrant?
form. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shut up, TK.
My mom's an immigrant.
Yeah, your mom's an immigrant. I mean, my wife's an
but
immigrant.
My mom
Like,
immigrated the right way.
my wife has too, and it's cost us fortunes and years and years and years and years, and she's still not able to become a citizen yet. I mean, we still have to. Now she can finally apply for that, and it'll cost us another $4,000 to do that after we've spent this much money for. I mean, this is a process that's gone on for 10 years now to legally do this shit, and we're married. And that's absolutely absurdity to think that people can just walk through the fucking southern border, get free money, get free to shit, and goddamn, now they're like Kamala or whatever the hell you want to call her.
I always said
she's running this
Kamala,
whole
and I
campaign
think that's
now.
the proper way to say it.
Well, I don't know. You might be called racist if you're saying it wrong. You better watch out. You better keep your mouth shut.
Well, whoever wants to call me racist can kiss my ass.
Well, I'll just call her Apu, and I'll call her whatever I want.
Let us let people free here at Apu.
Well, you can't now. She'll get offended. Now she's going to turn back into an Indian lady with a, and get offended. She's not going to be black anymore. She's going to be Indian and get offended by that. I mean, you got to pick and choose what you can be offended by, and maybe that's a good.
She's like, where's that red dot at? Where did it go? I thought it was in my jewelry box.
Right, exactly. No wheezing off the juice. Yeah, she's about to wheeze out the juice to everybody.
Oh, shit, I ran out of gem glue. I'm sorry. Are we gonna get kicked off?
No. We actually our viewership is growing a little bit. We actually just broke the 100 mark. 100 people watching this right now. Big shout out to all you people out there watching this stream. So thank you very much everybody for tuning in. It's very cool to see all of you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You got to have empathy for people trying to be making their way to freedom. But you have a lot of allegedly military age young men showing up by themselves from all different kind of countries. And they keep saying, well, terrorists can't get in. So far, they've documented quite a few that were on the terrorist list. I didn't say that. The news said that. So don't say, Mr. Duggar, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, of course I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm one of the idiots up here on this panel. But we listen. We can only use the information we're given. That's the new stronghold power they're using on us. It
is pretty funny though. They keep saying like all these people that they're just escaping war-torn countries. They're escaping violent gangs. They're escaping, and this is happening in Europe. It's happening in America. It's happening like everywhere. Well, everywhere, but where the fuck these people are coming from. But they keep saying that like, but all you see is like 17 to 38-year-old males going in there. So what are they doing? The 40-year-old, 42-year-old, whatever. So What are they leaving their kids and their wives back there?
Then they beat up
And just ditching them and being like, all right,
Well,
bitch, I can make the walk. You can't. So I'm getting the fuck out of here. Oh, welcome here. You're a great person. Or is it not what they're telling us?
well, as y'all know, I lived on the border of Mexico for 22 out of my, I'm not going to say how many years.
23.
And
Well, we're all
I
39.
love
TK,
Mr.
we're all 39.
Dogger.
TK, we're all 39 here. We
Okay.
gutters made that absolutely clear. We all cut that off at 39 years old. So we're all 39.
Well, okay. Well, and I live. I used to call it Texaco because it was basically like living in Mexico. And it's like Mr. Duggar said. There's so many nice. Obviously, if you mind your like, I never had a problem living there. I never had any problem. I never felt in danger. Basically, you just mind your own business. Usually crime there is going to be personal. If you get my drift. It's not necessarily a you don't have gangs going out there killing each other. You don't have anything like that.
Right. They're just
Okay.
passing through to get other places.
Well, no, but no, I'm not saying they need to get through. That's not my point. I guess my point, I forgot what my point was. Oh,
Okay.
I did forget what my point was.
Take another toke. It'll come back.
Oh, no. I remember now.
There you go.
No, well, I mean, but yeah, they come. Well, okay, they come over, right, and their child gets the benefits here, and it would be frustrating for me. It would be, but there was so many wonderful, nice people that I knew there, and a lot of them were just wanting a better life for their family, right? Because it sucks over there. But then, yeah, you have the drug cartels, you have the terrorists, you have all these other people that come through, and that's the ones that are taking advantage right now.
Yeah, they're trafficking people, women, kids, men, because they're going to use them to work off the cost of coming over. They're coming in with wristbands. Oh, he belongs to this guy, different colored wristbands and stuff. And once again, I watched this on the news. So, you can take it with a grain of salt, but everything I've ever seen there, except if I was watching Kamala or somebody. No, I guess she never went to the border, even though
Nope.
as soon as the borders are. But the people that lean to the left, they'll go up high north where there wasn't a bunch of that stuff, and then you got people going there and showing you all these camps and stuff. It all started with Obama's cages that they tried to push in on who?
Oh yeah, with the whole kids in cages, he built us in. Remember when they put the pictures out and they were like, "Look at these children in cages. Look what Trump did."
That
And
was
it's
that
like,
was the
it's
area I
picture-
lived in. That was
Yeah, and
the
it's
area
like
I lived in.
the pictures were taken during Obama's presidency, and it's just like, come on.
Well, yeah, and there used to be a point to immigration. Like if we needed a certain sector of the economy, we would vet and
I hope Doug's
bring-
wearing pants.
Oh my God. I am for once. Y'all are lucky.
You scare me for a second, brother. You scare me, man. I was like, you started walking off into the distance, and I was like, wait.
Thank God my phone is 3 feet away.
Hey, y'all know it
How
was
does
a
your mic
fucking
sound
thrill.
so good?
Y'all stop right now and admit it. It was a thrill seeing Mr. Duggar get up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
It
every
was
day.
for me.
Yeah, there you go. It was like that slow walkway there for a moment, LW. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
please tell me.
This is what I was.
I
gonna
hear you.
say.
That's a porn bomb from hell right
remember-
there.
TF. I remember
Hey,
where I was going
His
with that
ratings
point.
would go up.
TF. I remember where I was going.
All
with
right,
that
TK,
point.
what you got?
With the camps. I was working still there as a NICU nurse, and I remember having a young girl, young, like maybe 15 or so, who had a baby, and she had a ride, but she had a ride. She was one of those that they had put in a hotel. And I'm just sitting there thinking that she's by herself. And I'm thinking to myself, these fucking parents probably sent her over here to probably sold her to some family. I mean, that kind of shit still goes on. Families do that shit. I mean, it's sad. So yeah, I see a lot of the bad too.
Yeah, we
You
got
know what I'm
9.
saying?
We can afford a couple of them.
Couple of what?
All right, let TK finish her point.
Oh, I was talking out loud. I'm sorry.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying. It's not that hard for me.
Damn it.
No, but I mean, it just, yeah, it's a lot of crazy things I saw at the border. I'll just say that.
Well, that's what I was going to say earlier.
Like, I want to protect those girls. Like, for
All of
instance,
them.
that poor girl. I wish I could be a billionaire. Like those, I would take those kind of girls and give them a place to live and help them, get instead of being sold into to sex slavery or child trafficking or whatever the fuck they're doing with their kids. I wish I could save those girls. It wasn't just the babies that broke my heart. It was some parents too. It was really bad. It's just, it's a very sad thing. So, but the bad thing, and this is what I worry about, because like those girls are innocent to me. Like to me, of that 14-year-old to me is innocent.
Well,
but-
yeah.
And I like Trump. I'm all aboard the Trump train now. But like this is
Choo-choo.
no, but just wait though. This is the rhetoric what I'm talking about. And I'm saying no matter who says it, okay? When all you say is we have illegals coming in and they're all murdering, and it makes it
No, but he never
sound-
said that. He never said that. That was another news reported thing that
I've heard him say it a million times.
I know, but they take a clip where you have not heard him say that. His wife's even an immigrant as well. You've never heard him say that. You've heard him sit there and go, "They're not sending their best," blah blah blah. And that is true. And he talks about why it's wrong. Why is it we're getting invaded by? I don't want to YouTube. Don't get mad at me, but
no,
I
we are
mean,
being invaded.
when it's all males, between the ages of 17 and
but
40,
not all of them.
and where are the women? I'm not
Well-
saying all of them. My wife has come here. Your mother has come here. There's tons and tons and our immigration system is severely broken. Yes, I will admit to all those things, but the mass immigration of all these people is not healthy, and it's not helping our economy. And
Right.
No, I
And-
agree.
and it's
if you
not-
look at
it's-
it like, if you look, sorry, LW, let me just say this one last thing. If you look at it like, if everybody, we can't take everybody in the fucking world. We can't. It's unbelievable. And these people want to go off and like, oh, they tried to. The whole news thing tonight. Kamala actually put out a hit piece on Trump saying, and Trump veto or dismissed that bill or canceled that bill or whatever. He wasn't even fucking president. And you're looking at we were gonna. The whole thing's dumb. Go on. Yeah, I'll let y'all go. I don't want to interrupt. I'll go on and on for hours. But
According to Kamala,
LW, what were you saying?
Well, I mean, when you watch videos of 5,000 people approaching the border all in the same line on the street, I've seen the videos. It's trying to find a woman in there is like, where's Waldo? It's all like
Where's Waldo?
25-year-old dudes. But TK, how many Cambodians and Vietnamese, when you were a nurse in Texas, did you work with? A lot, right?
I only knew one Vietnamese guy, and he
Well-
was born here in the States.
Well, it's
No,
real big
wait.
here.
No,
And-
sorry. He was born in Vietnam. Go ahead.
So
Did
there's
you ever ask him to make you any Malian?
We had a lot of Filipinos.
Yeah, and in the Philippines as well. And it's real big
Yeah.
in Houston because back in the day, Texas needed fishermen. So we accepted a bunch of immigrants from Cambodia, Philippines, all this stuff to come over. There's pictures of them of them landing on Galveston Island and up and down the coast. Texas doesn't have a problem with immigrants. The country doesn't have a problem with immigrants. They have a problem with the amount and the problems we already have. And to Fools and Mr. Duggar's point, a lot of most of these immigrants aren't from Mexico. They're from Central America and South America. And there's South American countries that have overridden prisons, and they release them, telling them, we will release you and give you money to get to America. Just get out of here. And that's what you're seeing come across. I mean, they caught last year or something like that. They caught like 850 Bangladesh. How did they get to Mexico to cross the border? Who's paying for that? How did they get there? Did they swim?
Yeah.
So it's a
I don't
lot more
like it either.
complicated. It's a lot more complicated than just some poor Mexican people who aren't even the majority of people crossing.
Honduras.
No,
Right.
and I agree. I agree on all these things. The
Venezuela.
only thing I said is only because as a half Hispanic woman, okay, to me it comes off now, and I know he doesn't mean every Hispanic person. Most people with half a brain would know that, okay? But like I said, not a lot of people in America have half a brain. So when they hear that, they think every Mexican is a rapist, a murderer, a bad person.
Nobody's ever said that.
No, because the
I'm
majority of
saying-
them aren't
I'm not
Mexican.
even saying just Trump. A lot of
Trump
Republicans
never
say
said
it.
that, though.
lot
That's
of
where you have to
people
think
say it.
about that. That's what the media said that Trump said. That's not at all what Trump actually said. Trump only pointed out the fact that, and had the balls to say it, that look what's coming across the fucking border. It's all, he didn't say they're all, but he did say, yes, there are those people coming through here. And that is a fact that those people are coming through here.
In
Exactly.
reality,
We're
some
not-
Mexicans are going back. My son has two friends that
Mhm.
left in the summer. They moved back to Mexico because their parents were tired of working 3 jobs because they can't afford the inflation. So
Exactly.
in reality,
wow,
there are
really?
Mexicans moving
Yeah,
Back.
'cause they're
back.
taking what they made here and probably living really good there.
No.
No,
Yeah,
you
but
got-
even now they're just breaking even. It's not the land of opportunity anymore. The reason they came here was so that they could go and send back money to their TOs and TIAs and
Well, I
y-
know
you
that,
know,
but
whatever.
still,
But no, and I don't blame them. See, I don't blame anybody for wanting a better opportunity for themselves. If I need to make more money, which I do, well, I'm not. I would say I'd go north, but I damn sure ain't going to that Canada place up there.
Canadian. I
but-
call it Canadian.
If I don't blame people for wanting to take a risk and do something and try to make money, send back, take care of their families. I mean, I think that's noble. That's as noble of its cause
Absolutely.
as anything could ever fucking be. But there still has to be fucking rules. Otherwise, everybody in the whole fucking world will be here tomorrow and nobody will be making any fucking money. So
Yeah, well, that's my
it's-
point. Like, I've never heard anybody be asked the question, what's the limit? Like, okay, open borders, everybody come here. What's the limit you can take per year? Is it 1 million? Is it 10 million?
What's
what's
our
the number?
population? 348 or something, 350 million.
It's like
I mean, if
330
they
with
do it
like
the right
20.
way, to do it actual right way, it may not be that many because it'll probably take years of paperwork for them to get here. If they do it the right way.
If they do it the right way, I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think it would be millions.
My
a
wife's
year,
been
do
here
you?
for almost 10 years now, and we can just now apply for her citizenship, doing it the right way.
Well, but
So-
she was still allowed to live here the right way as well.
Well,
It's not like
but-
she's not like she was
Yeah,
ever
so,
undocumented.
but now they're running the campaign on everybody, you know, making amnesty for illegals and all that stuff. If they, and that'll never happen. People run on campaigns. Congress has to vote. I mean, anybody with any sense, these people run on these campaigns and they know that, yeah, maybe if you somehow pulled off a 77% majority through this election and won this, you could actually make this happen. Nobody's ever getting that, and that is the beauty of the United States as well, to where it is a different sides check each other, and it keeps it from going too far from one side to the other with drastic decisions like that. So that is the beauty of the system that we have set up. That's why I hate when people want to try to change our system. So we can't try to bitch about people wanting to change our system, knowing that our system is actually working for us, as is these people that try to, as long as we stick to the system and the rule of law, everything will be working. The problem is we're not sticking to the rule of law, and that's causing the problem.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck it. I changed my mind. Let everybody in.
Yeah, fuck it.
Other countries only wish they had our Constitution. They
Mhm.
they would do anything to have our Constitution.
I mean, our forefathers set this up to be a really, really great place, and all these young, all these new generations, all these other people, they come in and they want to change it and do. Oh well, wait, we can make it better. We can make it better. It's like, what the fuck? You just, I understand these young people, made, not all of them are young. Some of them are old. It was a very diverse, old, young group of people who formed this, and a lot of them had different ideas in different directions they wanted to go with their countries, but they all sat down and said, I have this idea. I'm liberal. I mean, there were forefathers that were more liberal and there were forefathers that were more conservative, if you put it into perspective of where we are right now. But they all came together and said exactly that. Like, if it's too much of this, then it'll become overtaken by this. If it's too much of this, it'll become overtaken by this. So they came down and sat and made up a plan and did this. And now all these people want to change it one way or the other. The shit works pretty fucking good if you just go back and follow the goddamn laws that we have. It's like the 10 Commandments. People are like, oh, religion's, fuck religion, fuck religion. 10 Commandments. I don't care if you're religious or not. If you follow those 10 Commandments, you'll have a good life.
Yeah,
Don't fuck your neighbor. Okay, probably a smart idea.
Don't take
it-
Let's start there.
yours. Don't take its cat.
It's
Right.
always funny to me when you see, I'm sure y'all seen it, people shit on America for being racist and all that stuff. We're like a melting pot of the world. And when you go to countries like, when you see Russia and China, go look, how many immigrants do they have? If anybody was the racist who hates immigrants, it's those countries, not us.
Oh, go to one of those countries. Go over there. Like, oh my God, going to Asia. And I mean, half the people hate the Chinese. Chinese hate half the people. Japanese people don't like these people. The this, and then you can even smaller sect it down to where like the people from this island don't like the people from this island, but they're the same country. So you can't really compare that like in an argument, but it's factual. These people don't like these. I mean, it breaks down into sub fucking genres and all this shit, man. And yeah, we're the fucking bad people.
Yeah, how many Iranian immigrants are China taking in? None.
Not a fucking chance. They done shipped all them off. Remember, they shipped all them off and fucking genocided them, and nobody blinked a fucking eye, and it was happening right there in front of everybody, but nobody fucking cared.
Camps.
Yeah, they put them into re-education camps.
I don't know Muslims.
And then you never heard about it ever again. They were sent to these camps and nobody ever heard about it again. That's what they did with the Muslims. And I've got a lot of Muslim friends. I like a lot of Muslim people. I don't judge other people. I don't care what their religions are. But it's such bullshit. The shit they feed down your fucking throats and people believe it. It's absolutely absurd.
And speaking of that, I've decided because it is just so forbidden to talk about any religion right now, as far as the Olympics and the opening ceremony goes. Whether or not it was whether or not it was supposed to be the Last Supper or not, I
like the way let me interrupt you for 2 seconds. Wait, I know you hate me for this, but I like the way that it was like 4 days after everybody was acting like, duh, it was supposed to be this instead, which the pictures look nothing the same, but please proceed.
I heard it right after I saw it, as soon as I heard the story, because I looked more into it. Okay. So whether or not that's even true, okay, doesn't even matter, because the bitch in the middle, okay, tweeted a photo with the Old Testament, or with the Last Supper underneath. You saw y'all. We all saw the tweet. Okay, she deleted it. We
Yep.
all saw the tweet though.
Yep.
So whether or not they meant to do it, she did. Okay, and so do many others. And I always just kept my mouth shut. And I've decided I'm just not going to keep my mouth shut anymore, because if people if you are not allowed to talk about anybody's religion, don't talk about mine. You know, don't talk about mine. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to start standing up for my religion. I think it's because we're too peaceful. I think it's because we let things go. I'm not trying to say be assholes or go protest. Just say, you know what? Enough is enough. You can't.
What's
you
that sound
can't-
over your house right now? You got the goddamn helicopter landing on your house.
Huh?
Getting drug out. No, I'm kidding. Like,
Oh.
you're standing out against what you're told. So the
No, I
helicopter's
mean,
like
you know
landing
what?
out.
I don't think it's okay to, if it's not okay to make, well, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care who wants to make fun of my religion.
Have you ever
that's not
heard
my
me,
problem.
TK?
No.
Have you ever heard me hold back from making a joke, no matter what who it offends? Because Lord knows I've offended some people, and
No, not you.
But I've never
no, but
held
what
back
I'm
from telling a joke.
No, exactly. And I don't mind. I'm not saying I get offended. What I'm saying is that, is it ever going to stop? I'm not sure unless we start saying, you know what, you can't do that either.
Well, look,
can't-
anybody can run around and make and publicly and do whatever they want to,
Freedom
make
of
as many
speech.
jokes about. Well, no. I
So we-
agree with freedom of speech. I agree with that. And you know what? I've been told, and this is what I was getting at, TK, anybody can run around and make as many jokes as they want about your religion, right? Bad jokes. Some of them are funny. I mean, I like a good bad joke, and I can laugh at something even if it's in my own peril, so to speak. I can still laugh at that and go, oh, yeah, that was funny. Okay, touche, motherfucker. But we're the only people who are everybody's allowed to make fun of. Now, if we go make a joke about, another, I almost started telling jokes, which I really shouldn't, live on YouTube. And,
See, we can't do it anymore.
and that's the point.
But you can
is
make
what's the
fun of a
matter?
Christian. If you have a good Christian joke, you might as well. We could all have.
Well,
a
I mean,
laugh,
I mean, how do you start a Jewish parade,
Stop it.
No, you roll a penny down the road.
Oh,
How do you
Lord.
start a riot? How do you
Hey,
how do you start a riot?
Mm.
You roll a quarter. And I mean, we won't go any further than that, but we can move on to religion. Everybody can go online and tell as many jokes against Catholics as they want to. Some of them deserve, some of them not. Some of them for everybody. If somebody doesn't get offended, a joke is not funny. And that's what we all have to understand is, and I mean, we could tell jokes. I've got a billion of them. Trust me, I could offend everybody on here. LW, I love you to death. And I bet I could offend you somehow. I'll bet I could offend you by telling jokes.
It's
But-
impossible.
I don't know. I'll take that.
Why do we hang out with
once
Catholics?
once we get off here?
Booze.
No, yeah. So let's not make this a bad joke stream. But I'm just making an example. That was a light joke. If any Jew gets offended by that, you owe me a nickel. And I ain't settling for a penny.
But you know what? The thing is I was pretty sure I understood the Jewish one, but I'm not sure I understand the riot one. But don't worry, y'all can explain it later.
Because a quarter's worth more than a.
Yeah, it's just a dumb joke. It's like why did the tomato turn red and salt and salad dressing? I was keeping it light humored. Nobody can get offended by that. I mean, not even a Jewish person. Jewish person's probably already in bed and ready to wake up tomorrow to
Actually,
own
a
the fucking day.
quarter, there'll be a
So-
lot of Jewish people running to get it to see who gets it first.
And I
Yeah,
grew
you
up-
definitely have to watch your P's and Q's with two other religions, but Christianity, it's go for it. Bro.
You say
Nobody
whatever you
cares.
want to about
Pull up
that.
with SWAT teams and arrest you in front of your wife and kids.
Yeah, especially if you're in England. Good Lord, you can say,
Yeah.
you know, TK in England now and UK and all over there. If you put something that is deemed like hate speech, okay, whatever hate speech actually is, because they can't put a thing on it, they'll show up and lock you up and put you in fucking jail for
Where?
posting shit.
That happened.
Yes, they will.
That happened here. Somebody did a meanie, and I think it was against Hillary or somebody, and they locked him up.
Yeah.
Oh, that
my
was that
God.
was that meme where they send that you've seen happen for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. But somebody with some actual influence, I guess, is how they considered him to be. I forget who it was. Put that thing up that. All right, I'm going to go on ahead and say it. I'm just going to be careful. Voting day, yeah, you know, for this, they were voting on the whose potluck dinner was the best, and they voted that, you know, Miss Martha from down the road. How do I say this without? I don't want to say it. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'd lock
Had a
people up
damn
for it.
shame you just can't speak your mind in America.
Mm-hmm. They said you vote for Miss Martha down the road on June 11th, but all those people who want to vote for, you know, Miss Agnes vote for her on June the next day, and they said that was some kind of like a lay. They locked the son of a bitch up here in America. Did they not, LW? No, they must have gone to grab a beer or take a piss. But yeah, they arrested that person and locked him up. So,
And beer are lonely.
mm-hmm.
He's a lonely beer, just a lonely beer. Way to be drunk by LW.
Everybody should be able to see. Like, I think people should have. We all grew up. We're from a younger generation. We all grew up to where you have the right to say what you want to say, but you have to stand there and be ready for the consequences of your fucking words. Now, the new generation, everything's online, everything's on people. You don't know who you're talking to. It's just some troll or it's just some Crimson Brave. You know, so somebody like Crimson Brave is who you're talking to on the internet. And back when we were growing up, the only people who would have heard what you were going to say was that other kid standing across you in the playground. And you damn well better, you know. And we weren't talking about, you know.
I would have got you popped in the snot box if you disagreed.
Yeah. I don't think you should be allowed to, like, you shouldn't be allowed to vote until your nose is broken. I think maybe that should be a new thing. Until your nose is
Or
broken.
he's bruised real bad.
Broken. No, I want an actual fracture. You should not be able to vote until your nose has an actual fracture. I think that would be a very wise.
That's running
very
your head.
wise.
Yeah, I think I got to have some running your head.
Oh yeah, that's when you knew. When I grew up around all kinds of races and religions. And that's what we all used to bust each other's balls. That's when you knew you crossed the line, when they called you out. Like, all right, we got to throw some fists here and we'll settle it. And then you figure out what you can and can't say around certain people. You'll know when you cross the line, and then you're friends again right after you have a black eye.
Exactly.
Well, and that's funny too. Guys can get in an argument and be like, "All right, we got two options, or wait, we got three options.
Yeah,
wait, we got all right. We can go over here. We can sit down and have a beer, and we can talk about this. All right, we can have a beer. We can fight about this, or we can just fight right now. You want to get a beer first, or and I mean that's kind of how it normally lays down. But you piss somebody off in the fucking schoolyard, and your goddamn nose is broke instantly. So there's those. That's the fine line, knowing when you're talking shit to somebody or you're talking shit to somebody. Right. So if you're going to say something to piss somebody off, you better be ready to get your nose broken. Otherwise, you can tease somebody and piss them off, and they're like, I want to kick your ass, but I'll drink a beer with you first. And then you're like, all right, well, now we're on common ground. That's how life works.
Hey, Jules, BRB. Check out the private chat. BRB.
Yeah, we got Mrs. Mac. Look at that. Mrs. Mac has been a member of this channel for 5 months. Holy cow. How is it possible we've kept this channel monetized for 5 months after we got when a year? I hope to God tonight's not the
Good
end of all
day.
this.
How are you?
I hope tonight's not the end of all this. Mrs. Mac, thank you so much.
I
Let
think
me,
we've been pretty careful.
yeah, I hope
we-
so.
We know
Mrs.
who-
Mac, though, thank you. Check it out. Does anybody have anything against Mr. Duggar? Do you have anything against like Daisy Dukes?
Not even on God.
Love you, Mrs. Mac. Thank you so much.
That was a good.
Yeah.
Right before it started, you heard Mr. Duggar say, "Not even on guys."
Wow. I wish the guys were wearing them too, just so we could tease them about it. I'm about to see if I can get a
I
picture.
knew
Like,
he wasn't on there. That's why I said it. Okay, Wendy, we know who's important to you now, broad.
what the heck? I got to flip over here. We need somebody to come in here and like, LW, I need to figure out a way to where you can do this too. God damn it.
What?
Nah, never mind. I'll tell you.
Harley, they're
Like, like run controls, you know. Like it's so much easier. You see a lot of these people, they have these big
they're Dougie Dukes.
podcasts and stuff like that, you know. And this person's doing this person's doing this person's doing this. It's a pain in the ass when you're trying to run all these different, it's like, oh, this person said this, but no, God damn it, now I'm over on this screen. Now I gotta go by this screen. Like,
Yeah, I need a producer. Is Crimson Brave available?
Yeah, exactly. Crimson Brave, hit me up, man. Hit me up. We'll get you. Next thing you know.
But hey,
Love your Crimson Brave. You know that. And so I was just kind of talking about Crimson Brave. I was kind of wondering how just kidding, brother. How your health was doing. I hope everything's good.
one of my heroes.
Well, if you were wondering about his mom, let me pull up my text.
Hey, goddamn
I
it.
hurt your feelings, Wendy. But since you said you love me most, I'll let you slide. I love you most as too.
Who the hell are you talking to, Mr. Duggar?
That's between me and who I'm talking to. She knows who
Well,
I'm
I
talking
don't know.
to. Yeah.
Quit doing those sweet little nothings into the chat. man.
Sometimes you just gotta croon them, and soon you'll know.
Hey, did you see well wait, is TK back yet? I gotta show her. I have to see what she thinks of that. The lady getting rescued. I have
Thank you,
to see what
Esso.
TK I have
Keep
to see
doing
what
well.
TK thinks of that. Let's see. Mr. Duggar, I know you've probably seen this. I don't know if anybody watching has. Do you remember when they made it illegal to drink and drive?
Yeah, them some bitches.
Look at it. Here we go.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Her words were never.
Not enough, man. I can't play that. That's just too funny. And with the baby peeking around, at least he doesn't have a car seat. though.
Baby misses his beer. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
If I can't drink when I take my kid to the doctor, what the fuck is going on in this country?
Right, exactly.
That beer get hot if I didn't drink it.
I know it. Put it over there, get the baby to put it in the damn. If she could teach that baby to get that damn hot beer and put it in the ice bucket down at the bottom, that would be great. Because I remember like years ago, even when I was, you would get off work and stuff like that, and you would go to like every gas station had like that big bucket. Remember the big bucket at the checkout?
Oh
with the-
yeah.
Yeah,
ice in
two
it?
beers for $1.29.
They had a couple bottles of Strawberry Hill floating around in there, Boone's Farm, floating around in there, and it was all full of beer, 24-ounce beers and 12-ounce beers, and a whole smorgasbord, whatever you wanted to get, right by the checkout. And that was normal. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad I grew up then.
Dude, we had it made. You know, BB gun wars. Cops follow you home if you were drunk. You know, and hell, if you're too drunk to drive, they drive you.
BB gun wars, they were great. My brother, my younger brothers, they didn't really know about it. When we were just repainting this house, Mrs. Full, she's like, "What are these holes in the wall over here? Like, why are there all these holes in the wall?" And I started laughing because one night my brothers and I were here in the bar with me, and one of my younger brothers, because there's a whole lot of us. I'm a lot older than some of my younger brothers. They didn't quite understand. He didn't quite understand the BB gun war type of thing. So I went behind the bar and grabbed out my Red Ryder, and I started popping him in his fucking ass. I started wailing him as quick as I could cock it. I was shooting him. So he started running through the living room of the house. God damn it, I'm popping him in the ass, you know. And, you know, there were BBs bouncing all over the house. I was surprised I didn't take a TV out. But it put up a whole ton of, hey, when I say I did it, I probably put off 20 shots into the walls, but there were all these teeny little holes in the walls. And she's like, "What are all these holes for?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Dude, all our dads worked for chemical companies down in South Texas, you know, when I was and so we all had goggles, and we had these big palmettos, and they're like a palmetto tree, but they don't have the trunk. They're just big fans, and it's perfect cover to hire. It's nothing like getting 10 kids out there on one team, 10 on the other, and getting caught in a crossfire. Dude, they warm you up, you know, because we had them little peacemakers. We'd use them little pistols and the little one-cock BB guns. It'd line you up, man. It would just light you up. Okay, damn it, I'm dead. You know.
Another reason when people say Mr. Duggar sounds like Ron White, where did Ron White grow up, Mr. Duggar? Deer Park, Texas.
Deer Park, Texas. Yeah. You know, he's a good fella. You know, he drank like I used to drink. I love
so much. But we had that. We had you know, the fireworks. We had Roman candle fights. We'd shoot them at we shot them at each other. We used to go up to the grocery store parking lot with people in the parking lot. We would hide behind other people's cars and shoot Roman candles and bottle rockets at each other.
Nothing more fun than grabbing one of those, you know, those mortars, you know, you grab one of those, you just light it and throw it into a crowd. They have no thrust. It's not going to shoot up or anything, but that explosion goes off. And I mean, we used to say, Jesus Christ, you chuck one of those into they do it to cops all the time now. So this isn't that out of the line. I mean, you see all those, you know, protests and stuff like that. The same thing, but you just roll one of them into a crowd of people at a 4th of July party and watch everybody start dancing. It's funny. They're not going to hurt you.
But we used to get eighth of a stick of dynamite, them M20s.
Oh yeah, cherry bombs, M80s.
Them things would blow a mailbox off.
Oh yeah,
and make fish bubble up out of the water. You know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's funny now because kind of the same thing, like talking about shooting BB guns. Our parents used to just be like, all right, go do whatever and then we bought those little pistol BB guns. They weren't the CO2 ones, they were the cock ones. And it was like you could watch your BB, you know, fly. So my brother and I remember we would laugh because we were playing like the tank games and stuff like that on Atari, and we would try to line up, you know, and do the whole things. So we started doing that with those BB guns, and we would line up and see who could hit the other person, like from across. We'd get way out in the woods and hide, and we'd go, bam. You watch that BB flow up through the air and be like, God damn it, you hitting the side of the face with it. You know, surprised we still have eyes, but.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw some lady post the other day. She was like, the 90s were so much better than whatever this shit is now. and it was.
70s and 80s was even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking like
Amen.
probably 85, 86 is probably when we were doing this. 87, right in there.
Yeah, mid 80s to mid 90s for me. Yeah, kind of
Oh,
both
y'all
of them.
talking about just what a good time was, the good era?
No, TK, we're talking about the 1900s, not the 1800s.
No, I'm talking
Yo,
about.
that's-
I'm just teasing.
That's not what I
okay?
This Snickers is amazing.
Oh shit!
Mm,
that was the weed.
they're really
Undoubtedly, the
satisfying.
weed's good too. Dude, I got
Mhm.
Miss Debbie's little
All
open.
right. Well, yeah.
It's but anyway,
Hey, Snickers, you really satisfy. So if anybody at Snickers is hearing this, I do have a
Isn't that your
show
middle
that
name,
maybe-
LW?
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe you
pretty
can
close.
host me.
Louis
Is that-
Snicker Wallowitz.
Mm.
Starts with an N though.
Oh my god! I'm glad nobody tried to pronunciate that. People that
just got
Mr. Duggar just now got the joke. Good one, LW. Good one.
That's an
I like
after hour joke. But I don't know, man. I tell you what, it impresses me on how many people are trying to go back native and live off the grid and stuff because their government scared them so bad that they don't even want to be part of society anymore. And
Well, what is society anymore? I mean,
well, what I'm talking about is like our state of our food supplies, and it's just how many coincidences that we've been having lately.
but even before that, though, Duggars, let me ask you this: what is normal society at this point? Because we're looking at
not
what
normal.
what we are supposed to accept as normal society is far from normal, in my opinion. Call me crazy, call me old fashioned, call me whatever you want to, because my feelings won't get hurt. But what is normal?
I call you perceptive. I call you perceptive because you're one of the few. Well, not few. There's quite a few of us that have really, just going like, it's not just what is going on. You're seeing what's going on. They've got really brazen in the things that they do, and their agendas that they're doing. You can see us being driven to war. When we had a time of no wars, now we're being driven to war. They're cranking up the war machine, and it's everybody always wants to raise for USA until their 18-year-old kids got to go over there and fight in that on a foreign land. But what we're worried about now is them bringing it to us by letting all these people in, and call me crazy, but I can see it like, that you can't read cursive writing. Shame on you. I can read it like cursive writing. I mean, it's happening right before your eyes. We're being brought to war. We're being starved out. Things are being forced upon you, taxes, and we're all becoming just slaves again. And I'm not talking that black or people that have been used for free and abused. I'm talking about being total like cattle for these people. Maybe that's a better word. More of a cattle. You're a sheep or cattle, and that's just poor little sheep and cows being called that. But they didn't do nothing to us that feed us. But I mean, if people don't pay attention, how do you have any other way to get a different result? If people don't really stop and look around and go, take their mind, their face out of their phone and get information and get yourself educated what's really happening around you, instead of just saying, oh well, we'll let Bobby fix it, or Susie, or you want to vote, you go vote. When you don't vote, that's another vote for them.
Nobody gives a damn though. Most of the people only are looking at what benefits them, not what
Exactly.
benefits so many people just they don't see the real big picture.
You know, I got money to go get a pizza. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's not
Well, and I'll push back on that where I don't agree that that is the right mindset neither, because that is you should want to be able to go get, if you don't have enough pizza to bring for all of us, Mr. Duggar, then don't bring any pizza at all.
Well, you know, I would bring enough.
Dang, fools, you a little bit bossy there.
And, you know, he's always trying to wrangle for free pizza. You know, he's like Garfield and lasagna.
I
Poor
love
Mr.
pizza. I'm a
Duggar.
pizza connoisseur, man.
But
I'm
I-
a
CTK, CTK, we are inclusive over here on the Fools channel. We allowed a woman to be up on panel.
Oh, thank you.
We're very progressive over here.
it was
Thank
LW.
Well, exactly. So
Thank
I
you,
guess
JD.
next, wait.
No,
Next
actually,
time we're
kinda
gonna
like-
have to invite a woman that has both X and Y chromosomes on here, because apparently, you know, we're gonna make the next inclusive
I
moment.
have XY Chrome. No, wait, no.
Oh, well, I'm gonna put you in
just freaking
boxing.
Confused me. No, hold on. You just freaking confused me. No,
Well,
I know what
shit,
you're
I'm
talking
confused
about.
too. I think the
No,
whole
I
world's
know what
confused
you-
right
All
now.
right,
know what
TK's
you're
going to send you some dick pics now.
No, I know what you're talking about right now. The Olympic guy, he has an XY chromosome.
Oh my God,
That's what it is.
LW, that was
Got me all
great.
confused for a second. I know I'm XX, okay? I'm all XX.
Oh my God.
DK is gonna send you some dick pics.
No, I'm not.
That was
I'm
great,
gonna send
LW.
you a
Great
dick
funny joke,
pic.
man. I love the way that the two finalists in the Olympics are they have like male testosterone, and so
So do they
the
fight each other?
yeah, exactly. Of course, you got two.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you got two dudes. I don't care how you want to like spin it or do any which way or anything. So there's pictures of this girl. You know, so it's from a Muslim country, and I love all liberals that go on there and say like, "There's no way a Muslim country would ever allow that. That's illegal there," and blah blah blah. But yet there's pictures of this person like, you know, wearing shorts
So
and
how
a
do you think
t-shirt
that
and a thing, and
happened?
everybody else has to wear fucking hijabs and goddamn fucking burqas and shit. But this person's allowed to not to. I don't know. It's
Well, I don't.
big.
But that's what I'm saying. What do you think that's about? Like, why would the Muslim country
It's
even
some.
allow
All
that?
right. Well, here's the deal. In my opinion, this is what I think. Is it is that rare, weird occasion where there's some mutant person born that has some kind of fucking both
I know, yeah, I've
of the
seen that. I've
things
actually
and blah
seen
blah.
that.
I can't. I don't even understand it. I mean, I'm sure if
Yeah.
it happened, if I had a child that was like that, I'm sure I would be supportive of that child. And I'm not making fun of this person for being the person that they are. Like,
Yeah, it's not their fault,
like this is not their fault. I
And they
do
were
not.
raised as a girl.
If
to be fair,
truly,
as well.
I know,
The
but whether
parents
you're
chose
raised
to
as a
raise-
girl or I can
exactly.
I can make
No.
you you could be LW could be born tomorrow and I'd be like putting an umbrella in his hand and making him sing Good Ship Lollipop. And yeah, he's not gonna turn into fucking Shirley Temple.
No,
Um,
no. But
I bet he
I've
can hold
seen
his
a
own
few
with it.
cases of these in my life, though, fools. And yeah, you have to
But
check. kind
yeah,
of
we have to look
what
at
they
life.
really are on the inside.
But we have to look at life like everything's like you have to look at it for what it really fucking is. Okay. And I'm not fucking 6'10" and can do a 360 and dunk the fucking ball. Okay. That's not my fucking problem. It's not my fucking problem that this person was born with the 0.00000000, like the 3 people on earth that are in this situation. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way possible that those few people are matching up in the Olympics. Fuck off. I'm not buying this shit, and everybody can lie or say whatever they want to say, but you gotta basically a dude. I don't know.
Well,
The
basically,
fact
what
that I
I
have to say
heard is they have
basically a dude.
XY chromosomes, and so the normal level of testosterone that would be for a man. So therefore,
Have you
they
seen the
should not.
person?
Yes, it looks like a man. It looks just like a man.
Did you see that dude
And
jack that?
yes,
That
and I
and
saw
now
that
we're
woman
supporting
cry.
dudes beating
I
up chicks, and like
It's
the world's gone
disgusting.
fucking mad.
Yeah, and the feminists are nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Where
Oh,
are
maybe
you,
J.K.
feminists?
Rowling, but they done canceled her.
No, exactly. You know, because she has common sense. But do feminists
She
know
did
that
write some
they're?
shitty books, though.
But
Regardless,
do these
nerds.
feminists that are okay with with transgender women being in male? I mean, I'm sorry, trans. Yeah, trans women being in
See, it's so
female form.
confusing, isn't it? You
I
can't
know.
even figure it
No,
out anymore.
but what I'm saying is, if there are people who what group of people did I just say? Because I can't.
I don't even know. You said transgender women
Okay,
being
if
in male
trans.
sports.
Okay,
Well,
hang
that
on.
just totally confused the fuck out of me right there. I don't even know if I'm calling
I
it
don't
wrong now.
remember what I was saying.
It gets so
Well,
confusing.
here's the thing about that religion that nobody can make fun of is that they're not fond of homosexual people, right? So
Right.
when your kids, if your son or acts a little different, they just say you got to throw a dress on him. He's a girl. Or when you're born with, and this has happened in countries all over a while back, if they're born with both parts, instead of checking their chromosomes, they just ask the parent, what do you want? You want a boy or a girl? We'll fix it like that. And sometimes they choose incorrectly from what's inside the child. Does that make
Just
sense?
so rare.
Yeah, well,
that-
that's weird
Well,
because
well,
we
well,
go
well.
further into testing to see what
Well,
they actually are.
wait. Those
Yeah, in
situations
2024.
are, I mean, I like to be like openly clear and everything like that. Those situations are very, very rare that it would ever come down to that, as far as being like the hermaphrodite or something.
They should
to
just
where,
have a transgender sports and be done with it
exactly, everybody agrees with that, but then none of them would compete. It would just turn into, they'd all be laid up in a fucking gay orgy in the end of the night. Nobody show up for the fucking
already. Oh my
goddamn
God.
for the fucking competition in the morning. I mean, let's be real. That's what would happen.
My take on that is it's up to, people.
Yeah, the other person is fighting that should have a say in it.
Right. It's like these people who complain, like the volleyball girl who got brain damage from a guy.
Yeah. The fact
It's like-
we have two fucking XY fucking chromosome people fighting for the Olympics is a sign. I don't give a fuck if people want to be gay. I mean, you know me, but I love Ben. You know what I mean? There's so many
But
people
gay and
that are my
transgender
good
are two
friends that
totally
are
different things.
that
They
are
shouldn't
gay
be
people.
in
I
the
don't give a fuck
same-
what the hell they do. I don't care about that. But don't fucking make this goddamn crazy. Like, the world doesn't have to be weird. If you want to sleep with a dude, go sleep with a fucking dude. I don't fucking want to do
Nobody's
with it. But that's
arguing that,
fine.
though, fools.
I
Nobody's
know.
arguing
I know. I'm making a point. Is what
But
I'm
that's
saying.
that. Everybody should be okay. Everybody, I think, is okay with that in 2024.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about what anybody else is
The
doing.
LGBT community is pissed off that with all this bullshit that's been going on in the last couple of years, with all this, you could just be whatever the fuck you want and identify. I mean, they're letting people identify as animals. If that's not a sign of something is wrong in everybody's brains right now, what is
Well,
going on here?
It comes down to weak men because I have a daughter. My daughter goes into gymnastics or whatever sport, and I see she's going to go up against, somebody who looks like Kurt Russell in a wig. It's not happening. And I'm going to fucking make
Now,
my
why
voice
did you
heard.
pick Kurt Russell?
I don't know. It just popped into my head.
Paid a dress. Come on, we know.
But, where
You're dead, Snake Plissken coming out there.
fucking men are a bunch of fucking pussies these days.
No, I'd be like if my daughter walked out there. I don't have a daughter, but if I had a daughter and she walked out there, it was like all of a sudden, fucking, yeah, Kurt Russell comes walking out to wrestle.
Right.
Then I would be like, oh, well, hold on a minute now. I want to wrestle Kurt Russell. I'd push her out of the way, and be like, God
No,
damn,
I would
hey,
never
listen,
let my.
get over here.
I would
Yeah.
never
I'm kidding, but you know what I mean.
Well, no, I would never want my daughter to box
Private
a guy
chat, fool.
either, and I wouldn't want if I had a trans female kid, I wouldn't want them a trans female whatever child. I wouldn't let them compete against women.
Well, see, I'm this. Oh man, this is gonna piss a lot of people off, I guess. But there's no such thing as a trans child.
Well, no, but I mean there is gender dysphoria in a very small.
Oh, come on.
Why does the kid even know about sex?
It's it's a
what I'm saying
DSM
is some
thing.
other person has been
If you
taught-
can't let a kid go through puberty, you're a child abuser.
No,
That's
no,
all there is
no.
to it.
Hang on, hold on.
Not
I
you personally, but
completely-
in
no,
general.
I completely agree with you 100% there, L-Dub. What I'm saying is they're trying to tell kids now that they can choose their gender. No, they can't. But transgender, gender dysphoria is a real thing in the DSMV that happens to a very, very, very small segment of society, maybe 1%. Okay. It's now all of a sudden, all these kids are identifying as trans and theys and thems and cats and dogs. It's fucked up.
furries.
Or furries.
All
or
right,
whatever.
all right.
It's
All right,
fucked
so
up.
so let's hear. We have another guest coming on here right now. Let's we are keeping this as professional as possible. So please, everybody, do only you know what I mean. Let everybody talk at one time. And who's this guy?
You literally just said let
Harley
everybody talk at one
Dad.
time.
What are you doing, Harley Dad? How are you?
No, hold on, man. I've been trying to get on here. I've been asking you for the link for like an hour and a half now. So
Well, you
I guess
sent
I
me a
should have
text. I
texted you.
sent it to you.
He was-
Well, I was
Yeah,
trying
that's
not
what
to
I
turn.
should've-
Hey, listen. I was trying not to turn this into some open panel nonsense. Everybody talking at
know.
the same time. You know what I mean. Respect. You know.
Fair enough. Or wait, are you trying to say that I talk over everybody all the time? Wait.
Wait, what did you say?
Instead of you trying to say that I was going to talk over everybody all the time? Is that's
Huh?
why you
Can anybody
sent me the
else
link?
hear? I think your audio's out. Can anybody else hear Harley?
I
can't
cannot
hear.
hear him.
I can, it's just a little
Wait.
muffled.
What did you say?
DK.
I love his beard. Oh, wait. Do I sound echoey? No.
Wait,
never
Harley
mind.
Dad, say that again. We can't hear you.
I said I've been trying to get over here for a while now, and yeah, the fact that only you and fucking LW didn't. LW was like, "No, I'm not gonna say nothing," because LW's my bro. Unlike UTF and Mr. Duggar.
I got to bring up the point that TJ missed the pointer. You were supposed to say TK. No, I can't hear him either. Yeah, and then
See-
LW would have signed it off by saying, "Fix your damn computer, Harley."
No, LW wouldn't have. LW would not have. That's why he went silent immediately because LW's a real one.
The problem is,
No.
I
When
was
is when is
coughing.
Harley going to talk? Is he here?
I
Now
don't even know who's
Like,
Harley.
no, I
I'm
heard
not sure.
Harley Dad talking, but I was coughing at the same time. So I thought you were being serious. So I didn't realize that it was my coughing because I thought maybe he
That's
was
okay,
cracking,
sweetie.
but it was
That's
me
okay.
coughing.
Hey, you know what? Hey, TK, you know what one corpse said to the other?
Go die.
Nah. Is that you? Is that you coughing?
Is that you? You cough.
All right. There we go. The jokes are getting better. We'll be playing here all night.
Oh,
Actually, we won't
jokes
be.
are
We'll be
getting
on
better?
here for
Wait a
probably
minute.
about another 20 minutes. But part of that, what do you think about the whole goddamn weird craziness? Fucking
I think your jokes are getting worse. What are you talking about? They're not getting better.
All right. What do you got to add into the topic? What do we got?
What are you talking about?
You're
What
kidding,
do you-
right?
What do you want to talk about? See,
Yes,
that's why
I'm
we
kidding.
didn't bring you up.
I've been watching for a little while now.
All right, well then fucking say something.
Well, I just want to say that honestly, in my opinion, I think the best boobs on YouTube are Mr. Duggar's. That's
All right.
that's what we're talking about, right?
What can you do, man? You know, when you got them.
No, I think a biological male or female should never be able to compete against the biological of the other opposite sex in any way whatsoever, because that's how
How
people
come
are going to get fucking hurt.
If you go by like how math works and percentages, how come it never goes the other way?
Right? You never see a woman
Exactly.
Well, women can win at one sport. There is one sport where women have the
Hang on,
advantage. Do you know what that sport is? No, this is a fact. I'm not lying. I'm telling you 100% truth. Does anybody know what women can compete better at?
I'm sure it's going to be some bitch and moaning thing. And I had a
Well,
awesome
no,
song for
it's
Mr.
not.
Duggar
It's
that I
not.
forgot.
I'm being serious. It's a sport. I'm not going to make the laundry joke or the dishes or the anything like that.
Shooting,
No,
shooting,
no,
arrows, whatever,
no.
target.
It is a swimming sporting event that women do have the advantage over men. Yet they still don't win it, but they have the advantage.
The breaststroke.
No, the backstroke. No, I'm. This is not even a joke. Because women have more body fat than men, and they do float lighter on their backs than men do float. But men still beat them at that, and that's the one event that I know of, other than dishes and laundry, that women might have
It's an Olympic sport now. Huh?
an edge on. So
But that's,
that's
but that's
just a
not
fact.
that's not really a sport though.
Tell me I'm lying. Backstroke is a sport, and they do have an advantage on that because women will float on their backs better than men. So they do have an advantage on that in this one sport. So that's a fact.
It's a timed competition.
I'd rather watch women do it.
Sports involve defense. If you can't play defense, it's not a sport.
Oh,
okay.
That's a good point, LW.
No, I mean, when you go play golf, you're not, it's just competing on who has the best score. It's not, you don't even have to be on the same tee or anything. You don't even have to play at the same time during the day. It's not a sport.
Well, he's
honestly, LW, I've never thought that. That's a good point. That really is.
Like if Tiger Woods could go chase down somebody and like swing at his feet when he was just teeing off, that would be a sport.
No, that'd be racist.
No, it'd be the black guy committing the assault. So, oh wait, never mind. Sorry. Anyway. Sounded better in my head. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
I bet it did. 'Cause it came out like crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm just making up a song in my head about Mr. Duggar. It's going to go on my album. It's called I Got the Moves Like Duggar. I got the moves like Duggar. I got the moves like Duggar. I got to add some words and stuff, but it's going to go on my greatest hits. I need to get a Harley Dad song, an L-Dub song, and a Traveling Fool song.
You already Dad song.
I have
Is there any way you can go back in time and not tell that story?
Which story?
I have it device.
The one I just did. LW, you wouldn't want me to make you a song?
Yeah, you can make me a song.
Yeah. Bandy Dandy has a song. Mr. Duggar has a song, or I'm writing a song for Mr. Duggar. Who else has a song? I have a song for Bandy Dandy is my favorite one. I have a song for I got a few. That's all I'm gonna say. But I guess people that aren't listening or people that are new listening have no idea who I'm talking about. So y'all could just continue on with your political conversation.
Well, I will say, TK, please don't write me a song. Honestly,
Why? It's made out of love.
I know. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing. It's about me. It's not about you.
Okay, I will make.
Why is
sounds
everything
fucking
about?
horrible.
Why is everything about?
No,
Harvard
see,
Ed?
you.
I
son
mean,
of a
we've
bitch,
lost
Jeff.
like 7 viewers since you've been here. God damn it!
Only 7. Fuck,
Pick it
that's a
up.
record for me. I think.
Pick it up.
I think you lost 7, but you gained 10. So
What if I say Harley Dad's a party pooper?
No, I think the only person
I'm
we
just
actually
teasing.
we only lost 1.
I think he doesn't want to get embarrassed.
I think he was
think
mad
he's
about
that
our
guy.
southern border talk, but
Who was that?
What?
I'm not telling a joke again. If anybody gets it, they get it. I'm not repeating the jokes. So
that just means you can't remember them.
no, it just means you ain't smart.
I
enough
want to know who determined it a joke in the first place.
Yeah, well. Hey, look at that. We got Pete McGaha in here. What's up, Pete? Good to see
Hi,
you, brother.
Pete McGaha.
Is it
My
the
God.
He's been in here for like an hour and a half. TF, you need to read chat more, bro. You really do.
We were, dude. I was doing. Did you see that lady get swept up by the
That's so sad.
helicopter?
Yeah.
We gotta watch this again. I
hang
can't
on.
watch this
Can I
enough.
ask you
People
a
who
question
do
before
that
you
have
play
to-
it?
No.
Can I ask you a quick
Okay.
question?
Okay. One question.
The quick question is this.
Nothing.
Did you
is a quick
see the
question
rest
here.
of the video? Did they put her down? Did they show her? Was she
Oh,
passed
you
out?
don't want to
Was
see
she
the
covered
end.
in vomit?
She actually gets sucked up into the propellers, and it's like they're
Are
making
you
me.
serious?
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. But
you
let's
Yeah, she
all
was
laugh at her. Let's all
decapitated.
laugh at her in her.
Are you fucking
hers.
serious?
Yeah, she was decapitated.
Whoa. This woman didn't live?
Well,
No.
yes, she did, of course. But they just
Yeah,
had
she
to
got
put
decapitated. No, she didn't live.
Wrong.
they had to put
Y'all
Bill
didn't hurt
Gates
her
head
little
on her.
feelings. Y'all about had her crying.
Yeah, they had to
Y'all know
replace her
how
head with Bill
gullible I
Gates.
am, L-Dub.
She got a new head though. She's
Did you know, TK? did
She's
you
running
know
for
that-
president. It was Kamala.
And we all know she ain't got no head on her
But you know
shoulders.
what?
so-
I wonder if you're on your back and you close your eyes, would you get dizzy? No, but I mean, would you get dizzy?
You want to test it out, TK?
No, I'm saying, would you get dizzy? Maybe not.
Well, probably if
Well,
you
gi-
were around me, but that,
Give me 13 minutes and you will be.
I heard she's got an appointment with the Wizard of Oz looking for a brain.
All right, look at this. Look at this, TK. Watch this lady spin. Watch. Okay, so I'm gonna give they explain the story, but you have to see it from the beginning. But yeah, this poor old lady broke her leg. This is old footage, but it's still I came across it and absolutely hilarious. She broke her ankle. They came and rescued her.
Who got hurt while out on a hike. You can see there that she's being airlifted, but Sky Fox is showing that she is spinning around and around. She had quite the bumpy ride. She was placed in that basket, hoisted up in the rescue helicopter, but she ended up spinning there, unfortunately, for quite some time.
Out of control, spinning around for several minutes. We're told the woman is 74 years old and got hurt while out on the trail. It's not exactly clear how or how serious those injuries that she sustained on the trail were, but we're trying to figure out if she sustained additional injuries while on this rescue, spinning out of control.
Fast
And what a
I mean, she became the helicopter.
Dude,
Helicopter,
okay, here's my
helicopter.
question. How come they couldn't
Bless her
stop her
heart.
from doing that?
Well, there's that goddamn helicopter. They picked her up. I
No,
don't
but
know,
what
the
I'm
wind
saying
blowing down from the thing. I mean, she was
She had downward
aerodynamic.
thrust. She was pulling the helicopter down. Did you see that? Jesus Christ.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, how come that doesn't happen to other people?
I'm sure it has.
They're
but
just not
was
that
one
lucky, I
shot on
guess.
camera. That was one
They're
shot
just
on
not
camera.
that lucky.
But imagine, I mean, like she just bought
Poor
like
lady.
57,000 tickets to go ride the Gravitron at the fair.
The Gravitron. Oh, that fucking thing. Yeah.
No, but you're still on an upward position on the Graviton. That's why I'm saying on your back, you may not feel it if you're
Well, most
closing your
likely-
eyes.
Most
You
likely
better
when they
feel
lift,
it, even if you're on your back.
Hey, but
Most
you gotta
likely-
feel that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Most likely when they lifted her up, it probably went in one direction and caught some wind or something and just went
Oh,
haywire
yeah.
after that.
Or even caught at something and just it's kept spinning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's hilarious, regardless. Poor old lady. I feel so sorry for her, but yeah,
if she
you know,
wasn't, if it would have been like, I mean, I still would have felt bad for her. But if it would have been like a 30-some-year-old guy who could have taken it, you know what I'm saying? A 74-year-old woman, that's kind of sad.
I mean,
So,
she's
what you're
had a
saying
heart
is men are
attack.
better
I
than
mean-
women. Is that what you're saying? You're saying men are stronger than women? Is that
Well,
what
no,
you're
I
saying?
mean, well, younger men are stronger than poor little old ladies.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, wait. Shit. Sorry, LW. I didn't mean to put you on full screen there.
Well, I can't see the phone, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I just hit a button. All right. So does anybody have any last words to say or anything like that before we end this wonderful, beautiful stream?
Yeah, I got something to say.
All right. What you got, Doug?
I'm Christian. Jesus Christ is my Savior, and I don't care who knows it. I want everybody to say a prayer for our vets, our troops in action, the people that's got to go fight these insane wars for these insane people. I want everybody to know Mr. Duggar does love everybody. And y'all take care of your little bitty selves. And thank you, people from X, coming in, tuning in on us, and hanging out with TF and the boys and the girl. It's been a pleasure shooting the breeze while knowing we got that many people back there, hoping we brought humor and a little, knowledge. Not that we're trying to say anything we said was fact. It's all allegedly.
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 The only fact I know is Mr. Duggar's the sexiest fat man I know.
And I am starting my new send the handsome fat man $1 drive. So it's if 1 million of you send me there, hey, I'll have a boat and I'll give out free rides.
Ooh.
Y'all take care of yourself, and I wish all you God's blessings.
Love you, Mr. Duggar. You know that, man.
I love you,
brother.
Mr. Duggar.
Love you, brother. And, I hope you get that boat because I'm ready for a free ride.
All they got to do is send me $1. Just $1.
Well, I'm ready for a free ride.
Yeah.
Just say, I can send you $1, Mr. Duggar, but it's easier for me to just motorboat you. So.
Okay. Motorboat. I will take a motorboat if somebody wants to be special. B-Haul is a must.
Harley's always special.
Yeah,
We always got to look at them that way.
Since his little short
Harley
bus
Dad's
years, he's been
sweet.
special.
Mm-hmm. You know that
I
friend.
love Harley
I was a
Dad.
peer helper once, and I made a lot of friends like Harley Dad. All right, who's up next? Anybody else want to give some last words? Tell people what they need to do with their lives, because obviously that is what everybody is here trying to find out. What do we do with our lives?
Vote Trump. Let's take America back.
Agree.
Oh, I like this.
Camel Toes 2024. Bye.
Drive fast, take lots of chances.
Cat camel toes?
Well, what do you think, TK?
What does that mean?
Really?
No, cat camel toes 2024. Is that what he said?
He didn't say
I
camel toes.
didn't mean your camel toes. I meant Kamala's camel toes.
Right, the other one.
Camel.
Ah, there we
Oh
go.
my god.
You know,
That was the first time I heard that joke, okay? So that's why it didn't click.
Really?
Fair enough.
And you're 39.
Oh, I love you.
I know.
More now, Mr. Duggar.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
look, TK and I have been 39 together for a long time. She's going to turn 39 before I do. So,
Yep. That's right.
Well, Mr. Duggar and I are only 40, so.
No,
you're 39.
I'm
We're all
old.
39. That's the age cut.
I'm 42.
No, you're 39. You just sometimes feel like a 42-year-old man before you get your coffee.
I always feel like a 58-year-old man.
Coffee sounds good. I might just make me a cup of coffee.
All right, well, y'all make your coffee. We're gonna end this stream right about now. Harley Dad, you got anything going on this week? You got anything you want to tell the people about or anything like that?
Do my live on Friday, 8 Pacific Standard Time. Other than that, no.
All right. How about you, TK? You making you got a stream going soon? Anything we can argue about? Anything fun shit we can have?
Well, as you know, Pete, I believe, is doing his stream again at 10 on Wednesdays, but I'm thinking about going on live tomorrow. I'm not sure what time.
You should do it like 8 to 8:30 right then, working right there. Wham, bam, bam. Flow it all into one is what you should do.
I mean, there's just so much to talk about now. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of important stuff we need to talk. America needs to talk to each other and stop watching the news and just talk to each other. So
100%. Hey, LW, how about you? You got any big shows coming up or anything like that?
Zero shows coming up.
No.
I enjoyed hanging out on your show. TK, let me know. I'll go watch your show tomorrow. Harley Dad, we'll see you over there on yours. Mr. Duggar, whenever you do another invasion sometime this year, let me know.
One's coming soon with some big news.
All right.
Yeah, lately.
I'm going to start lining out people and getting ready to get them ready for their jobs.
Oh, shit.
Jobs? What the hell? People don't want those.
Does that mean you're paying people?
I'm going to try to run this bitch by myself, do you? We have
People don't want jobs, though.
We have probings to get out, you know, and
Right.
you know, and not in a good way either.
Well, I mean, fair enough. LW has the left hit. I'll take the right hit. Mr. Durga, we got you. We'll support you.
I don't know, man. I'm getting close. I'm getting close.
All right, cool.
That's awesome, Mr. Durga. I can't wait.
Dude, I got
We do want to thank everybody for tuning in here. And as always, it's always appreciated. We're going to let you all go out to this lovely, beautiful piece of music that I have found. Unless
hold on 1 second. 1 second,
Okay.
TF. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But Chad is asking for what are your last words? Other than we're going to take you with the outro.
What are my
what do you
last
got going
words?
on? What do you got going on? Yep.
My last words are I'm coming for all y'all. I'm gonna sit here and just keep bringing you logical thought, and that is just gonna keep on coming. So I hope everybody does too. Everybody
when does
over
that
there
start,
on
though?
X, everybody has started yesterday. Everybody over there on X, everybody here on YouTube. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. You know that, and I'm gonna find something fun to play, and we're gonna end this stream because I had to go to bed. So have a great night, everybody. And just remember, this guy rocks.
Guarinari Pro, what to think for the fine, what a whip, baronada, what a whip, baronada, what a Irando Pro, we think, pero, pero Irando Pro.